Hey! Wait, did I unmute yourself? Yes, I did. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thanks for joining in. And Mousy Mouse, based on your comment, I can't believe missed your Risk 18 clear. Shame on you. How were you not able to watch a stream for 6 hours consecutively without falling asleep? Like, be ashamed. How can you not invest 6 hours of your life for just like this one random stage clear? You should be ashamed that you didn't do this. Well, I'm so disappointed, man. Man, it's not a biggie. Like, who gives a shit? It's fine. Like, no, like, I streamed for 6 hours. It's my bad for being dog water at the game. Like, if I would have beaten it after like 15 minutes of trying, then we can say, like, when you were there in the beginning, that it makes sense. Like, maybe you could have been there. But, like, 6 hours of failing is like, you know, it makes sense that not everyone is here that was here in the beginning. So there is nothing to be ashamed of. Especially because, like, where you from? It's most likely so damn late. I streamed probably like until like 2 a.m. in the morning for your country or something. You probably have things to do the next day. Why in the world should you be like, sad that you missed it? Like, it happens. Like, it's not a biggie. I've done many Risk 18 clears in the past, so it's all fine. Also, I have been thinking about something. Something I don't know if I should do. Like, I'm considering it because I think I will enjoy it a lot if I were to do it. Bro, welcome to the stream! Kisuna, hey, how are you doing as well? So, I have been considering, I shouldn't say this, but like, I've been considering trying no gacha in FGO. I've been considering it. It would be interesting. I don't know if someone has done it. Probably many people have done this before. But there's something that someone like me that has pretty much no experience in dog water at the game, knows nothing about mechanics, trait attributes, or whatever that is. Trying no gacha in like one of the games that requires you the most to have like at least decent units. It makes no sense. 150 SQ and 27 tick, no Ershigal. So it seems you weren't as lucky as Mist. If you're complaining why I'm late, complain in Mist chats, in the chat of Mist. Like, he was pulling for Irish after he cleared, like, a chapter. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to watch it, you know? So now he's playing Assassin's Creed, and I don't have to feel bad that I now started streaming. So the people that only want to see FGO will have a place that they can do so. But, I'm such a mindless Twitch chatter sometimes. There's just something so pleasant about having background noise and just like sometimes write in poggies or some shit. I don't know, I like it. I like to write in some poggies. It's a me thing, but I'm just a mindless chatter, not trying to, sometimes I try to add value to the stream, especially with smaller streamers. What I do a lot, like as a streamer, I know like what kind of messages smaller streamers love to see to make their content better. It's like either start like random conversations or like try to be funny, try to make jokes. And like when I'm in a chat of like a smaller streamer, I really try to have entertaining chat messages. It helps them so much to be entertaining. Also, I feel like the quality goes up when like it's just a little bit more lighthearted, a lot more jokes going around. I feel like this like a very pleasant thing to have. Also, before I go, wait, how many? We have 16 SQs. I think we can do like a just chatting for the first 10 minutes of like me doing some free quests, getting like some stuff in, and then we can start with like the Lostbelt 1. And I hope it's gonna work. That's the goal. Also, I realized I'm really not getting the most Morgans anymore. I feel like people have gotten rid of their Morgan. Cesith wants to double dip into the FGO hell. I am generally interested in like no gacha versus FGO. I've seen Mist doing free to play. Like, I'm not gonna beat it. I am gonna be stuck at the things. But at least the first 10 stages I'm gonna be stuck at. It's not gonna be because I don't have the best units. It's okay, you can kinda call it that as well. But like, it's also because I just don't know the game well enough. And eventually I will learn. I will progress. I will get smarter. And with that, probably find a way out of my struggle there. And because of that, there is something in me very intrigued by at least giving it a shot, man. I think that'd be wild. And for the people that I don't know what the frick no gacha is, it's like just playing the game without doing gacha. Pretty much what I was famous for Fortnite. No gacha versus friend unit. Okay, who watches Mist? Does Mist, I didn't notice that when I watched him. Does Mist use friend support for free? I think I'm gonna use, I think yes, I would use normal friend support. Like, there is no point for me to make it that hard. Like, I'm still just a dude. There's no way it would work otherwise. Like, I wouldn't even get like far. Also, what the fuck is this team composition that we're getting here right now? That looks pretty doggy water. Depending on where wait, I feel like the challenge is either going to be too difficult or too easy. So, do you think like a single friend unit could get me to Lostbelt 6? Like, I know friend units are OP, but like, just free-to-play units, I don't even know if there's many of them. So a Mush, a free-to-play, no, a free and support unit will carry me to Lostbelt 6. Like, I don't know. Just run story support. The thing is, do you really think it would be too easy? No gacha with just friend support? To reach Lostbelt 6? Is this generally too easy? If you say so, I would be shocked that you think this is too easy. I generally would be shocked. I don't know the game well enough, but like I really thought like one friend support unit will not carry you through the entire game. Like I struggled with a friend support unit at like multiple stages of like the first 7 singularities. So yeah. Do friend point summons too. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we definitely. Why not? I don't see a reason why not. Yeah. Like, I'd be interested in it. Like, there's certainly something in me that would not be opposed to at least giving it a shot. I mean, what's there to lose? So, like, my audience, and money, and time, and whatever. Because you don't use them right. Wait. Oh wait, frame point summon. Oh wait, we are doing no gacha. Oh, that's a great question. No, I don't think we will be doing a friend support summon. I guess we won't, right? Like, it is still gacha. I guess friend support summon is pretty boring if I were to do this. I guess this wouldn't happen. Also, how is he alive? I was pretty sure he should be dying. Wait, why did I do this? That made no sense. Doesn't matter. We are gonna be just fine. I think that kills. You literally have no units to work with. Are you sure? I don't know. Has anyone ever attempted? I don't know. I would be intrigued to give it a shot. The reactions where I did no gacha in the beginning as well. But also, like, there's no way it's possible, right? But you don't know until you tried it. In the end, no gacha was way more doable than, like, other niche... Okay, way more doable. I say way more doable. It was challenging, but I feel like since I consider myself way worse than most of the niche Arknights content creators, that I believe if they would have tried no gacha, I feel like they would have had a much easier time than I did. So... yeah, I believe it would, like, it is counting to more of the easier ones. After Fuki, you only have Mush, you, and the story support. So, you know, Kisuna. Are we do okay? Wait. I am genuinely intrigued to try it. Even right now. Are we changing the stream title? Like, I'm not good with, like, certain things. But, like, Kisuna, at which point can you do the Halloween event? Aqua, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? But then I would go on the Japanese server, right? Is the Halloween event out there as well? It would make sense for me to go to the Japanese server, right? I mean, for the NA server, right? My strategy would have been play the game, get the CU caster, get Mush, and get the friend support unit, right? With that, we should be able to beat the first event, the first event of the Halloween, right? If we have beaten that, we get one unit, right? We get Liz, and with Liz, we have now 4 units, and then we can maybe try to advance through the second and third event, but I don't know. Oh, you also have a free 5-star. Like, we will be getting there, right? I would still try to go wife over meta. I don't know. I don't know what I would be choosing. You can get a few other servants from doing story too. It'd be interesting, right? Are we doing no gacha? Okay, you can try. You can say vote. You guys can say now what you want. Poll. What do you want? No gacha in FGO or Lostbelt? What are you desiring? Let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to leave to like and subscribe, guys. No gacha plus story support only would be balls. Yeah, I will not be doing that. You might be able to, right? You could. Why not, right? You guys are smart. I have been playing the game for about 100 days. You know, I suck at the game. I have no knowledge about the game itself. So, you can't possibly expect someone like me to pull it off. Like, right now, I am probably still like one of the worst gamers to play FGO. My knowledge is beyond shit. Oh, Lostbelt. I'm surprised Lostbelt is winning right now. I'm genuinely surprised about that. There's something in me really, really wanting to try no gacha. You really wanted I go for Lost? Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, we're not gonna do it today. Kinda sad about it. There was some intrigueness that I had that I really, really, really want to try it out. Also, we get shitty cards here. How do I play this? I don't think I can go for the kill. Like, the last one is just one enemy, right? So, I am gonna go with Noble Phantasm, and we probably call it a day for this one. And then the last one, we only have Buster cards, I guess. It's easier to no gacha GP since there's a lot of welfare on drop. I wanted to have a GP account as well beforehand. So, we're doing Lostbelt, but I might do the mode later again. Because, it's intriguing me. It's hard for me to not think about it, how cool it would be if we were to give it a try. Let's just buff my Morgan. I don't think she's better than the other Morgan, but like, what else can we do? So we go with this, this, and this. I don't think we're gonna get the kill. Oh, we do. Nice. So, very surprised. I don't know. What's your reasoning? Why did you vote Lostbelt? Was it because I haven't read Lostbelt yet and you want me to read it? Or do you really think no gacha for FGO wouldn't be fun? Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, why you didn't want the no gacha? Also, yes. Just a shower thought. It would probably take way longer to clear the story stage without Aqua friend support. That's true. I don't know how many people actually are... how many people we have here, right? That have a GP account that can help me out, right? So, that might also be interesting, right? Mainly wait. I want to see you finish Lostbelt 1. Makes sense. Mainly because the viewer experience isn't as great as no gacha Arknights. I don't know how it is. Like, I personally don't see why it wouldn't be. Because very early on, especially because I'm dumb as bread, I would have to resort to somehow use strategy. Like, very early on. And just the build up and everything sounds like such like that, problem solving and everything sounds so intriguing. Also, I think we can... I shouldn't have used the buffs here. Let's just do this, this, and this. Oh, wait, I didn't buff, right? And I didn't crit. I critted there, but I don't think that crit would be enough now. Oh, it is. Pleasant. Hi, Cesith and Shad, how are things going? We're currently doing... just some requests before we go into Lostbelt. We're gonna do this. Wait. I have been... I mean, we do have one. We are not doing that. We do this. This. What is more beneficial? I feel like going for the triple buster might actually be better because of the buff. No gacha but friend support can be done with only solo unit normally, if you're knowledgeable enough. No gacha but with friend support can be done with only solo units normally, if you are knowledgeable enough. Do you have your brain recovered from CC? Kinda. I was being a little bit throwing for the entire time, but like, we did good enough, like in the end. We've already cleared 133 friend solo quests or free quests. That's quite a lot. We've been talking about like how cool it would be if I were to try now FGO no gacha versus FGO, right, on the GP server. And even though I would have been very stoked about it, the majority right now wants it I, for the first time, cleared the Lost Belt first. We did a vote. It's so sad that Musashi is not here anymore. Makes me kinda sad. I really wanted Musashi. But it's also why I talked about this many times. Arknight's gacha rates are way too good. That's why FGO is very great in that aspect. I really love the fact that the gacha rates are bad. The reason why, I'm currently working, is it worth to try out FGO? I will call it, why is FGO so successful? I will call a video like that. And I'm gonna say that compared to other gacha games that have, a high chance of getting a high rarity unit, right? The short-term attractiveness of the game is way more increased. But the long-term addictiveness, or the long-term low gacha rate is just way better. Because having less units, and you always get gradually more and more units, but you don't get them immediately, right? Getting a new unit in this game is way harder than, for example, in Arknights. That will keep the gameplay, or the game, longer fresh than for other games. Even though the gameplay itself is not on the same level as it is for other gacha games. For example, max out friend Tyra can make you go so far early on alone. The question is where do we get a maxed out Tyra? So we're happy to get failed to get Musashi. Yes, I said it many times. I want to get unlucky. In the moment, obviously want the character, right? And you would be very happy. But long term, it will keep me longer attracted to the game, because having the feeling of despair every once in a while is just important. It keeps you in love with the game, or it keeps you longer enjoyment of the game. Because if you are always happy about every day when you play it, right? You will eventually not be enjoying to play it anymore. It sounds dumb, but do you know? Have you ever played Valorant? Most of the people there, every time they log in, they rage, they hate it, they say they will never play the game. Many people uninstall the game multiple times, right? Yet they come always back to play another round. League of Legends the same. Game's Dogwater. I played for a few hours. I hate it. I hated it. Fucking bad game. So many people love it. Everyone says it it's toxic community, it's a shitty game, it's not fun. Yet people still come back. It's very simple. It's just it has something to do with the human psychic, but or the human psychological thing. If you get disappointed, if you get mad at something, I don't know what the facts are, but somehow you kind of get attracted to it. That's probably also why my parents always fighted when I was a child, right? Because that's how they get longer in love with it. But it maybe makes sense, right? If you think about it, if you get in love, if you like to do something, right? But you get disappointed sometimes. It's way more appealing than it being super amazing all the time, because that is getting stale at the time. The feeling of in Minecraft, right? You found diamonds. You had so many diamonds in your inventory, and then you die from a lava pond. It's so frustrating in the moment. But things like that is also making you keep loving the game. Sometimes you need to be fucked in the ass to keep enjoying it, right? You can take this out of context, but it is what it is. Sometimes the pain is what really makes you in love with it, right? I'm not talking from experience, by the way. Just I felt I should mention that as well. Am I wrong? Do you think I'm talking out of my ass? This makes no sense what I'm saying. Or do you feel I do have a point in that regard? I feel like I do. Based on my experience, the games that do pain you every once in a while do keep you playing it for longer. So it's as if you are maxing up pain and challenge. People want the thrill of the challenge, not the pain. I mean, people I think every human is a closet masochist. Everyone says they don't want to pain, but in the end the pain is what keeps them going. Think about it. I don't think this is so far from the truth. What is there for a good example? As I said, the previous example of Valorant, right? They hate being frustrated and everything. And dying a horrible death and just dying bullshit death, it pains them. It's not, they didn't die because of the challenge, they died because it was just bullshit or some shit. A lucky thing or something. But like, that pain is also what keeps them going. Sounds like a challenge runner for a Souls game. Pain is the human sense to avoid a situation. I mean, we do literally turn the poison some plants use to avoid predators on their fruit to make food because they make us feel heat on the tongue. So yeah. Also, right, spicy food is actually a very interesting thing. I personally hate spicy food. Like, I would never from my own free will eat spicy food, right? Not for like casually, right? So it's spicy. Why do I want pain in my mouth? But I am so intrigued. I really would like to do like a hot chip challenge, like eating something super spicy to see like how much it pains and everything. Once again, it's not because I'm a closet masochist, but I feel like the intrigueness of like how painful it really is makes it so interesting. And there are so many people really wanting to do that as well. But not because they're masochists, but because we don't want to accept it, but people are closet masochists. It's the truth. You cannot deny it. It's just like, unlike them, like me, unlike them, I came to agreement with this. That I as well, I am a bit of closet masochist. I mean, I'm pretty open about it, but like, yes, it's not painful. It's delicious. There's levels to it. When it becomes numbing, it's no longer delicious. It also gives you a one from, yeah. But like, people want to go beyond the delicious feeling. What people want is like to try the spiciest of the spiciest thing just to see how it is. Like, so many people want to try the hot chip challenge or something. All my friends, right? We were planning so many times to buy like the hottest sauce to see how painful it is. We didn't want to buy the sauce because it might be delicious. We want to buy it because we want to see like how shitty it is. Like how much pain we're gonna be in. Yeah, you can't be closet when you're asking anime women to step on you on the weekly basis. Yeah, I've came to agreement with me. I'm just ahead of the majority of the social norm. I just have accepted it. Eventually they will too. Eventually you will wake up in the morning and be like, yes, I really would like to have a dick in my head. No, I mean, maybe not that, but like, eventually people will be like, oh yeah, maybe I am a little bit a closet masochist. At least in some regards. So, focus on the gameplay, guys. Bit model. Here we go. Cesith. There is two reasons why. One, people are masochists. The other want to see how good their tolerance. Also bragging rights. So, someone that barely ate spicy food of my friends, right? Let's just say we're buying the spiciest of spicy food that so many people are throwing up. He is fully aware as well that he wouldn't be getting like through this, right? Yet he still would like to do it. Is it because he's also a masochist, or is it just because he would like to know where his limit is and how it feels to be in pain? In Asia, it's a competition to see who is better at handling spice. I mean, it's pretty uncommon to eat spicy food in Europe, or like pretty uncommon to compete in who has a high spicy tolerance. You don't get to see this a lot. Like, maybe under friends you do it, but like, I don't know, like I haven't seen it much that people were doing this. Welcome to Cesith trying to open a masochist church from on Brazil. Okay, I said so many times I believe most people are closet masochists. After listening to my TED Talk, would you consider yourself a closet masochist? Do you think I have a point in that regard? Do you think you are maybe a little bit one? Or do you really think I'm just talking absolutely dog water right now? We should buff, right? Because like, why wouldn't we? I despise pain. You despise pain. I despise pain as well, right? I could never see myself getting whipped, right? I'm always in fear if, like, that I fuck something up when I do something dangerous and I break my arm or something. I'm so afraid of, like, paining myself. Yet there's something that, I don't know. To see if you're a masochist, wear a status. Maybe that is a good description for Twitch chat. You just haven't experienced it yet. Yeah, right? You gotta, like, for the people, like, only people that have experienced it before can say, yes, they want it or they don't want it. Like, you need to get first stepped on to truly know if you like being stepped on, or if you don't like it, right? You gotta experience it first to have an opinion. And since I haven't been stepped on, right, and I'm a very open person, I am willing to give it a try. Maybe, like, having a boot on my face is something I just always desired as a human. We don't know. Maybe you guys love it. I don't know. No one knows. So, give it a try once, and only then you can say you like it or you don't like it, right? So, you know, I'm not good with women, right? So, as an example, right? I don't know if I'm gay or I like women. I don't know. How should I know? I've never tried it. So we gotta try first to know, like, which category you like, right? So you might believe you are, but, like, until you have tasted it, like, you don't really know if you are or not, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. Like, it can go both ways. I think there's a big difference between being a closet masochist and wanting to try things that might be painful for the challenge and excitement of a new experience. I mean, what I mean with, like, closet masochists is not that they're, like, all secretly loving to be whipped, but, like, just this tiny excitement of, like, oh, how is it? How painful is it truly? And how will it feel like it and such? Most people have probably this curiosity, I guess. You could argue if it truly is considered a closet masochism or whatever, but yes. I've experienced pain. It's not fun. Like, seriously, how do people like shit? Imagine your parents are disciplining. You start moaning like the fuck. Like, I think if it's like again, I never was in a meso house or whatever, so I don't know. But, like, I feel like there's probably, like, a difference to, like, having a spank board on you and having, like, your mother slapping your ass like there is no tomorrow. I really feel like there is gonna be a difference in how it feels. At least I believe, right? I believe there is gonna be, like, a difference. Maybe doing it for, I don't know. Also, why am I still a VTuber? How long has this been going? Thank you. So, I genuinely believe, like, it really gives it must feel different, right? I can't imagine, like, when you get slapped by women, right? The people are gonna be, like, getting slapped by a woman and it's like, ah. I can't see that. Sorry, I can't. So, it must feel different. Like, what I found always most intriguing about nature in general, right? Is, like, how everything works out so perfectly. We live in a universe where you feel pain, and most people don't like that pain. What if that would have been different, right? What if you were born, right? And the majority of people that get born, right, love pain. Now, they love getting a bruise. They love having salt in their wounds. If it would have been like that, we would all be fucked, right? Because for pleasure, we would be now slapping ourselves, like, every single one. We would maybe even stabbing ourselves in the back and be like, ah, I love being stabbed on your chin. Like, we gotta be grateful that it is not like this, but it's just so perfectly working out on that. Like, if that would have been how it would have been. Like, who decided that pain is bad for us? That we feel that it's not good for us? Like, I'm not religious, right? I always said I don't believe in God or whatever. I have maybe a chance, like, I think there's maybe a chance there's a higher being out there for that reason, that just everything is so perfectly, and the chance that everything is gonna work like it is right now, it's just so wild. And maybe there's a chance something higher is out there, but, like, in the end, it's just so wild how it's just everything works out so perfectly. In the low odds, and already just having a planet like this exists with just animals and such. Nature decided it, and by nature I mean the natural survival instinct, making us avoid things that could hurt and kill us. But yeah, why does everyone have then as a? I mean, it's difficult. Survival instinct, right? What if the only purpose of like an animal is to be eaten by a bigger animal, so the bigger animal doesn't die out? Why isn't being that like why is it that like every single living being has a survival instinct in the first place? Even the mindless things don't try to die. Things that don't have any brains. Even like the only purpose is to be eaten by something bigger. It's simple logic. Really, we evolved to avoid pain, so we don't die bleeding and stuff. But then the question is like, how did the body know that dying is a bad thing? Like, who gave the body the information that dying and no go, you shouldn't be dying? It sounds like a dumb question, I guess. But like, somewhere this information must have come from. I mean, the question is, like, we truly don't know if dying is a bad thing, right? Maybe we'll get like teleported to like the best place in the world after, or like whatever it is. Animals and things in general exist for two reasons: make babies and don't die since they were born. Yes, but why? What's the reason of that cycle? Does it serve any purpose? Why are we talking about that? That is such a broad topic to talk about that. Especially, I'm not a philosopher. I have no clue about the kind of stuff. That's just like the random shower thought or bad thoughts that you might have. Wait, you became an FGO streamer now. Did the game treated you well? So yes, so far yes. Saber Musashi kinda spread my ass wide open, but like other than that, everything has been pretty generous. Like, we had some struggle on Morgan and Koyanskaya, but still way more, like, still very, very acceptable. Like, nothing to say like, oh, we got hard scammed or something. Oh wait, clearly it says Arkansas. Yeah, didn't you get the graphic update? Like, they announced it yesterday. Didn't you download it? How did people miss the tweet? Man, you gotta read more Twitter, guys. Like, you clearly aren't enough on Twitter. There we go. Perfect. That's what we wanted and needed, right? I gotta move this one up. Let's just put it to one of the highest spots. Here we go, and now it looks better. The reason is probably unknown, except for that is how it has been since we were like microorganisms fighting for survival and evolution. The only fear I can think of is because the body doesn't want to stop working, so they avoid pain. Yeah, but it's like, wait, oh, she's a single target? I completely forgot about that. I have no idea what this Twitter is. Oh wait, it's X videos, right? Oh, how could I forget, man? Like, when you get like when someone is uploading a video, right? And you get the information that, hey, someone uploaded a video on the X, right? Then it says like X videos or something like that. I've seen a tweet about it. So yeah, man, I've clearly not used X videos enough. I heard that some like I've heard they have some fire stuff on there. Like, also cosplays is probably like one of like the things that would intrigue me the most about the website. Like, I like Elon. I like Elon Musk. In general, I think he's like, at least he's a billionaire with at least some characteristic. Like, I don't know if what he does is dumb or not. I don't like. I really don't know. He put so much money into the space. I mean, if he wants to do it, he does it, right? Not many could stop him. But in the end, I think it's at least he has some character like what he does. For Jeff Bezos, I don't know what he does. He probably has like, I don't know how many cars, so I don't know how he spends his money, but you hear nothing of him. And it probably is like spending the money like the weirdest and worst way ever. Elon is a weep before he's famous. That's a thing that I don't know. I don't know for sure. Is Elon really a weep, or does he just do for publicity? That I have no clue about. It could very well be that it's just for publicity. But even then, it just has some character to it, I believe. Let's just look at this. If you really want to do space stuff, guy should have tried doing things on the moon, since we already conquered that. And it's easier for us to terraform or create habits for human population. Like, that's a category, like with the terraform stuff, right? That's a category I personally, I hate space, right? I think space is like one of the worst things, I think. I freaking hate it. I hate it in anime everywhere. I hate Star Wars. That should probably tell you enough. But in the end, there's probably a reason for it. Like, probably there needs to be like certain aspects that like you can terraform a planet. Like, probably if you were trying to start nuking the freaking moon, there is a very high chance it probably would delocate from its original like orbit, and probably eventually you might destroy the entire system or something. And so I don't know, just a theory, maybe that's something or a reason why they didn't aim for the moon. Also, like, it depends, like, what is the main goal of the person exploring the space? Like, is it exploration or is it terraforming? I think for Elon it might actually be like exploration over terraforming. Most people hate Star Wars now thanks to Disney. What did Disney do? I don't know. You know why I bought Twitter? Because it's a wee place. Do you think that? I generally think he bought Twitter because he thought it might be funny. That's how I expect him to handle things. Like, in the end, Twitter, like, he lost so much with buying Twitter. Undoubtedly. But I feel like, he's the kind of guy, he thought like, oh, that might be funny if I were to buy it. And so he just bought it. That's what I expect of him. That's how I look at him. The kind of man he is. If you want to terraform Mars, use Venus, but start with the moon first so we can create a type of port to start construction in space for gains like materials and stuff. I know nothing. But in the end, do you guys know, for Elon, is his main priority terraforming? Or what is it? Is it exploration or terraforming? If it's terraforming, then I don't know what. Wait, we can actually do this. Let's just be educational. I'm gonna look at something. Google. Is it possible to terraform the moon? Ultimately, attempting to terraform the Mars, the moon, or some other place in space would be a huge undertaking that would likely cost a vast amount of money, take a really long time, and potentially not even pay off. Why haven't we terraformed the moon? Original answer: how could we terraform the moon? We can't. The moon is too small. Has no magnetic field, not nearly enough water, nitrogen, etc. Done. This is from one website. Question is, like, anyone can write it down. What will happen if we terraform the moon? The terraformed moon would get very warm from greenhouse effects. It would be mostly cloudy too, and with tides as high as 20 meters. Surfers might want to check that out. Living on the moon would be just like living in Florida, but with just 1/6 of Earth's gravity. Okay, interesting. Why Florida? Like, out of all things. Oh wait, did my girl die? No! Don't let my girl die. How could I have done that? terraforming moon isn't needed. Just build more habitats for human-like artificial drones to live in. I mean, in the end, do we like? I hate space, right? Why do we even need to go to a fucking different planet? I don't see that. As someone that hates space, I don't see for any reason why you would even go to a different planet. Like, why? Can we not just like make sure there's only so many people living on the Earth that there's always enough food resources, so there is no need to go to another planet. Let's just go with this, this, and this. Temple. Having meteors hitting the moon on a regular basis is just not worth the money. Homo sapiens are an invasive species. I do believe it might not be the worst having some kind of like ability to go into space. I really don't think so. Like, very unlikely that there's gonna be other species out. Oh, very unlikely. It's actually very likely that there's other species out in the universe, right? You cannot deny like the insane size of the universe, the odds of it being other living creatures out there, and eventually also inventing space travel or whatever, is not equal to 0. And so, at least being in some way prepared to the if that were to happen, it's yes. Okay, I'm checking. How many of you think there's aliens out there? How many? Like, I don't like the word aliens, but like another species. Like, do you, like, I want to do a poll. I genuinely would like to know what you guys think. I am pretty sure there is. Like, if you have looked like videos at the broadness of the universe, and that it's like infinitely expanding more and more, and there has already been a few similar planets found to Earth that also might have water on them. It's like, water is one of the most important requirement for a mechanism to live, right? And if there's water, there's a very high chance there's also other species. So, do you think there are other species outside the Earth? Yes or no? What do you think? Alien just not a human at alien just not a human at different yeah. I sound so crazy. I feel like I sound so crazy for saying like there's possibly yes. But it would be, since the universe, right? It's pretty much confirmed that it's like infinitely expanding. And it has like so many planets. Like look at Starfield, right? There are so many planets. The odds of them like having just like one, like it doesn't have to be like massive creatures, it can be like nano creatures or something. But like there is most likely something there. Most likely. Like even if there isn't now, right? Maybe in 100 years when it has expanded even more. There is now. Let's just do this. Hopefully we get a crit in. Hey, 2 people voted, 3 people voted, 3 people are on yes. So we're like, I'm not talking the biggest bullshit, it seems. At least something. If the only way a species can live is in planet with the same traits as Earth, then there's just more humans in space, not really different species. Like, I think that would be very unlikely that species would have the same DNA as a human, right? That would have 2 arms, 2 legs, something like that. There are maybe human-like species on a planet. Questions like, are they even international, right? Like, it could be just animals, right? Just different kinds of animals. So maybe there's even dinosaurs out there. Or dinosaurs-like things. Or maybe only species that live in the water. I just think they wouldn't be too different than what we have on space. It just would look, that we have, right? Wouldn't look... Like, the only thing they would look different, but pretty much would be the same thing, besides the look. I don't think they have, like, laser eyes or any special abilities or traits that, like, things that on Earth they have. I guess. Not really unlikely since we adapted to this form because of evolution, but Your ideas of non-intellectual creatures existing would be likely. Yes. I like, it would be, like, already, it's a wonder that humans are intellectual, right? Like, that we were able to build, like, what you look around, right? Everything's built by humans. That, like, why are we, like, the only species that were actually, like, gifted with such an amount of intellectual ability that we can actually craft something like this? And it only, like, like, humans exist for, like, 65,000 years, right? So only in that amount of time we were able to develop enough intellectual capability that we can craft something as massive as skyscrapers, rockets and stuff like that. Why have no one tried building like underwater habitats for humans? You asked this, but probably the answer is probably they have. It's just like I think that is actually a pretty easy one. I think that dealing with underwater pressure is just way too much. Like, it depends on the depth. You can easily, like, there's many structures that like are a few meters underwater deep, but the lower you go down, the pressure is just too much to handle. That's why most, like, isn't it like, how deep can submarines go? Wasn't it like 500 meters or something? Everything beyond that is like too much pressure. How deep can submarines go? Okay, 1,220 meters. Everything else is too much pressure. Like, there's, I think, multiple tons, like, pressuring the freaking submarines, which would be too much. Then, what about bigger space station orbiting Earth atmosphere for humans to live? Then what about bigger space stations orbiting... I mean, they probably always try to expand, right? Most likely are trying as much to expand as possible. But as soon, like, for example, NASA would do projects and too many people would die for those projects, eventually the risk of the government shutting them down is there. And so they can only risk so much. They need to make sure that everything's working so flawlessly without any problems, that it will just slow them down to just make sure there's nothing going wrong. And if there is, then it's only a minority of like space missions and stuff. What just a few tons? Ain't like your bodies be crushed. I don't know. I'm not a deep sea guy either. I'm afraid of the sea. Fuck the sea. Generally, I hate the sea. So, excuse me that I'm not too familiar with like what the exact amount of pressure is your body and the submarine will go through. I get headache when I am 5 meters underwater. That's all I know. Like 3 meters, not 5. Like pretty much 3 meters. God salt. Wait, I'm vibing the sea. God salt. I can't be the only one being afraid of the sea. No shot. No shot, I'm the only one here that is afraid of the sea. Like, I would never in my life, unless my life is in risk, jump freely into the open sea and like be on the open sea and then just jump into it. On a boat, yes, I can see myself being on a boat, but I could never see myself swimming on the open sea. Demon can't swim. I can't swim. That's no problem. I can swim pretty well. The fear of not being able to look down, and you know what there is, you don't know what there is. I'm afraid of that. It's just like, I can go to a lake, right? I'm afraid in a lake, a normal ass lake in Switzerland where there's no sharks or whatever. I don't think I would be able to dive into the deepest spot of the lake to see what's down there. Like, I don't think I could. I would be like, there might be things there, who knows? Fear of the sea is just construct of your mind. You are aware that, first of all, there's a risk of a shark thinking that you're a penguin. If you have a neoprene outfit, right? The only reason, or the only reason why sharks attack humans is mainly because they think you're a penguin or some shit. Most of the time, sharks are safe. There have obviously been accidents, but like mainly because they mistook them for their usual prey. But like, don't underestimate the size of a whale. Would you swim with an orca? An orca can just bite you off. Like, you can be... yes, dogs are also mostly friendly. If you're sitting too close to the wrong dog, right? That dog might kill you. Like, it can bite off your throat. There's always a risk of that. But especially because in the sea, you have no way of defend yourself. I can punch a dog if I get attacked. I can't punch a shark in the water if I were to get attacked. You can do the nose trick and pray that it's gonna work, but like... yes. Yes, I would just tame the orca like we did dogs. Yeah, I would like to see you try. Harpoons, Cesith, harpoons. Like, assuming you're not having super weapons with you when you go casually swimming in the sea, right? Like, I have never jumped into the lake with like a harpoon. I don't know if you did. I personally haven't. Like, if this is your usual swimming equipment, hey, you do you. For my usual swimming experiences, I don't bring a harpoon with me. I know, wild that I don't try hunting babies in like in a pool, right? It's wild, but like, I don't do that. I think it's not necessary. Wait, do we have... it's fine. I was like considering actually like showing you a video like from like people swimming with whales. Have you seen how massive they are? Like really? Like, what if they open their mouth, right? Isn't there a possibility like the current will just put you in their mouth without even them wanting that? Like, isn't there a risk of that happening as well? Of course whales are massive. See, if the true thing you should be scared of are dolphins. I mean, they're smart. I know that. But why exactly dolphins? Their teeth don't look too sharp. Like, maybe they can drag you down onto the water and kill you like that, but like... I don't... You must be really treating them like dog shit, that they want to kill you. And not even like with their bites, but like want to drag down underwater. Whales not that big. What do you mean whales are not that big? A blue whale is 30 meters. That's like my dick twice as long. Like, it's... that size is massive. You can't even imagine that. Don't mess with it. It won't mess with you, yes. Just build a mecha. Vincent, the solution to not all world problems are mechas. You gotta realize that. Mechas want save the world. We don't need more weapons. We have enough. Oh man. But if the problem is we are too small, make ourselves bigger. Yes. But even then, like, what's the purpose of the mecha? The mecha would only give you protection, right? So why do you build something that can also attack instead of the only thing you would want that it protects yourself, right? Because otherwise you might as well have people that will just abuse the ability of that thing and will go off and kill things. So instead of building something that has two purposes with one that you don't even want, and just build something, a protective thing that has only one purpose and people can't abuse it. It simplifies manual labor. Mecha are piloted by us humans. Yes! But I think the species I trust the least. You know what? I am gonna be actually honest. From the entire world, right? The species that is most unpredictable and can be least trusted is us. Like, you know what a lion is doing if you go into their cage. You know what dogs are doing pretty much most of the time. You know what, like, elephants are doing most of the time. But the one that is most unpredictable is us. We are the least trustworthy creature on this planet. Let that sink into you. gonna do this. And we don't just follow our instincts. Yes. So, I wouldn't give humans even more ability to hurt themselves and others. I think we have enough of that. Nah, I said humans are dumb. Yeah, we are freaking dumb. Like, we could... Like, we have the solution. We could end world hunger. We could have infinite peace. Everything is in our hands. But even though we know everything on how to do things, we could save pollution. We could make sure that there's no pollution anymore. We could make sure no one is dying from hunger anymore or because they don't have enough water. We can make sure the entire planet would be in peace. We have all the solutions to this. But because we are what we are, they will not come ever. I shouldn't say ever. But we won't see them being put into action for a really long time. We're just greedy and backstabbing, guys. We only look for ourselves. Like, the ones with, especially the ones with power. Because they got the power, because they only look for themselves, they will continue doing so. Just with it alone, you can see how human is, yes. Yeah, I think it's such an interesting topic as well. I was surprised to see like how many people are very uneducated and just like openly do and talk so many uneducated things without fact checking them and just have no fear of just looking bad on the internet. I could never see myself when I have a debate with someone, right? That what I say is unproven, it's just like absolutely dog water. Like everything I say at least has some kind of back thought. That back thought might be wrong, but at least it's understandable where it's coming from. When you watch some arguments on Twitter, right? There is no acceptable back thought of what they were thinking when they said a certain statement. Cesith, you said mechas are useless, but they are better than you think since they're just bigger humans machines we use to specific tasks because we're too small. Can be simplified into mechas because we made a bigger human suit part. Yet, I didn't say mechas are useless. I never said mechas are useless. I feel like you shouldn't give humans more power to abuse certain things that we have on the planet. Mechas would be insanely useful if they are only used in the right way. Mechas are... If we would use mecha only to the best capabilities, we would not have back pain anymore, right? We could fix so many back pains of like workers. Like heavy lifting can be done by mechas. We're safer at like certain works we have to do, like if you have to chop down trees or whatever. You can just like, I don't know, one cut and then push it in a direction with like a mecha or something. Also a lot safer. If you need to cut a tree, you can just do that with the mecha, right? Mechas would have so many advantages. But I don't think mechas would, like, it wouldn't be a good idea to give humans more possibilities to abuse power they have. Is my opinion here. Counter argument, nah. Like, you feel it right now. I love debating on the internet, right? I love debating with people. Say either they are wrong, maybe I come to the conclusion I am wrong. I freaking love that, right? I love having debates. Learning from the debate, like, most of the time when I debate, right? I am a normal person without any proper education. I'm more on the less knowledgeable side most of the time, right? I agree to that. I can definitely argument or debate certain things I am knowledgeable about, especially about gaming, about games that I played for a long time. But I love when I'm debating, actually I'm learning something from it. I think that's so cool. I think that's so valuable as well. Then in that case, agreed humanity can be trusted. I mean, just look at how one guy made a tank out of construction machine by using cement. Yes, humanity can't be trusted. That's the entire point of the entire thing, right? Akiro, welcome to the stream. Humans can't be trusted. It's just what it is. As I said, that's a species that is most likely doing something that you wouldn't expect. The most greedy species and the most untrusted species on this planet are humans. Humans are dumb and you should always have them on a leash. That's, maybe that's too much. But like, you shouldn't give every human ultimate power. That's why I'm also against gun laws. Because I feel way safer if no one has guns instead of like having everyone having guns. Because you can't trust them. Humans are freaking dumb. Just what it is. No argument there. Also, Akru, welcome to our very interesting topic. Take guns, give everyone's word instead. I'm generally... If I were, like... Imagine guns would have never invented. That is such a cool topic. Imagine guns would have never been invented. And in the main meme of attacking someone are not bows. Bows also invented. Or crossbows or whatever. The only thing that was invented as a weapon would be swords. Imagine a world like this. I'd be stoked about a world like this. I mean, obviously not having any weapons is way better, but if we just theoretically think about a world where the only weapon there is would be swords, I would probably be live streaming my sword training right now. I'd be so cool trying to become the world best swordsman, right? You can call me Lurna Cesith and I'm gonna be freaking beating everyone's ass. I just think it's cool. That would be actually a weapon I can get behind. Especially because, unlike weapons, if you get attacked, you at least have a chance to live, right? With weapons as well, but it's... If you get shot by a weapon, if you don't immediately get to a freaking hospital, right? You're fucked. You're screwed. At least you can have armor for a sword battle, right? And then you have like an actual cool battle. It's... when you die, at least you die at a cool battle. If you have a shoot down, right? One is on the corner, one is on the other corner. That's a 2-second process, no action, you die like the one that got off the first shot wins. Different to sex, the opposite, but like still. Here it's actually important to have the first shot. And so, I feel like that would at least, if you die, you can say you died at least a cool death. Just a stick way more useful than... Wait. Just a stick way more useful than a sword. I feel like... A world where stick are the only weapons, instead of swords. I don't know what is better. You know, this is how fucked up my mind is. I don't know. Stick would be less cool. Especially because you get hit. But if you are now breaking your arm, right? You have no chance of winning the battle anymore. And your opponent is trying to kill you. Imagine how long it would take him to kill you with a stick. He would be punching you, like, you are on the ground, right? He would be punching you with a stick or, like, slapping you with a stick for, like, 5 minutes straight, and you're in pain. At least with the sword, as soon as you're down, you cannot defend yourself anymore. The process is rather quick of you dying. I feel like it's a lot more painful if you just were having your opponent having a stick. In my comedic world, I imagine the world would say screw it and send their leaders in a sword deathmatch to see who wins in this Cold War. Vincent, that is something I've thought about so many times. I'd be so down. Like, I thought it with gaming. I'd be so down. A country puts up their six best gamers. Another country puts up their six best gamers. Having a game battle. The one that wins is the one that won the war. Less death for less death in war. I'm also so down. If world leaders really just start a war, they all get naked into a coliseum, right? And they fight off, right? I'd be very, very up for that. Having a fist battle between the world leaders that start the war. Now we gotta have like the Ukrainian leader versus the Russian leader, right? Having a fist battle. I am very stoked about that. Like, it's something similar like to Kengan Ashura. For the people that don't watch it or didn't watch it, it's a show that companies have like fighters, right? They select one fighters, and the two fighters fight against each other, and the one that is the victor will just like won the battle, right? Won the thing. I'm not against that. There's two fighters, and those two fighters, we will obviously make drugs checks beforehand. But those two fighters fight against each other, and this is about what the war is. Nothing more, no more deaths, and the fighters have to fight with their own free will. And they have to sign something. If they don't, if someone is forcing them, a world leader, to fight for them, even though they don't want to, they can go at like this room where they would sign, and instead say like help, and they would be helped to flee the country. And the fight would be gone, and so they wouldn't have to fight or something. That would be, I'd be down bad for that. I will enjoy watching them fight gladiator style. It could even be like yearly event where everyone in the world watches like it as sport. It'd be fire, you know. But let's be honest, if you're from the US, I'm gonna give you something right now. You don't want to hear it. But US is probably one of the weakest countries in the world. Like, US would be fucked hard. They would probably rank in like the worst 10. Like, most likely, right? Like I'm pretty sure Biden wouldn't even remember why it's in a Colosseum. In mid of the bell. Also, if that world would actually come to existence, right? Something tells me like someone like The Rock is gonna be the new world leader. The president of the United States is gonna be The Rock. Or like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Like boxing. I still think they should all be like... Why do I think it's important that they are naked? But I really believe if they do it, they gotta be naked, and I want to see a fist battle. I don't freaking care about like what kind of battle style they have. They can slap someone with their dick in their face. I would be just as much filled with joy. But I don't care how they fight. I want to have the world leaders fight against each other, and this is how we have war in the world. They start a war and they fight it out. I don't give a shit if there's war in the world, if the war is between two world leaders. Like, I'd happily see Switzerland fight against the US. I'm happily seeing that. But like, only if that is the case. That honestly sounds hilarious, right? Having a battle, like a fist battle between the world leaders, is like the greatest idea. Not to sound misogyny. No, is it misogyny? Something like that. We would need to find a way. Like, it can't be the world leaders, because otherwise, as hard as it is, sorry for the people that defend it, you would never see a woman as a world leader ever again, unless they're like, for some reason, super strong. But the majority, like, you would obviously vote the ones that are the strongest to the top, right? And because of the physical body disadvantages, it would be like something like that there's two world leaders, one man and one female, and then they can decide like what they want or who they want to fight, right? Either it's the man or the woman, and this is how it would work. That would make sense. But if it's only one world leader or only one country leader, then it wouldn't be fair for the other gender. So you would most likely have to have one of the female part and one of the man part, and then you would also have like gender equality, and everything's perfect, right? That would be the perfect world the feminists are striving for. We have solved it. It's time for fighting. It's time for world leaders fighting naked in a Colosseum. This is the future. It's rare to have female as a leader. Yeah, but like in the end, gender equality is there. It's served. I really feel like every country should have like I feel like this would be a good idea. Like having a woman and a man, like king and queen, having them with like the same amount of power, having them leading a country. I feel like that is pretty much not a bad way of leading a country, right? Because then the female fraction is also covered and the male fraction. It's 50-50 and no one is mad. And if it comes to decision making, right? Either the man and the woman can agree, and if they both disagree with like they both have different opinion, then you just let the public vote. Like what is better, what should be decision on. I feel like that is actually not like a perfect world, right? Like I don't see a reason why this wouldn't be good. We have solved so many problems the world have in this stream. Like really. But if any world leader is watching this, we gotta implement this. Hey, I'll support you as much as you want. I'm gonna be your biggest fan. If you want to go through with that rule, I'm gonna be your slave. You can do whatever you want to me. I will help you make this happen. I will try my best in my ability. I'm an advocate, but if I see you to start failing on this task, I will immediately backstab you. And we're gonna set a new puppet in front. But who's want to share power? Yes, no one. But like in the end, Omnipoka, where are you from? Like I'm living in a country where we have 7 country leaders, right? This is called the national what is it called? National, like, I tried to translate it into English. The National Council, let's call it that. And we already have like 7 people deciding how Swiss is making the decisions, right? It works pretty well for us. It's just democracy like this should be the basic for every country. I'm still surprised that for is it true democracy if you just vote a dude as a president, that dude is gonna do for 4 years all the decisions? Like, you vote a dude, but if you vote a dude, there's always multiple fractions in the country, right? And you make only one fraction happy if this person is now the leader. Why not just have always a public voting on like the topic, and the decisions that are made are only by the public? Your place is a bank country, so less impact is something happening than the rest. And we are kind of a bank country. What, Swiss have 7 presidents? Yes. We have 7 presidents. We don't elect one, and that is gonna be the person that leads the country. The way we have it is, I think, the best way to have it. Even though I'm from Switzerland, I'm not the biggest fan of Switzerland. I would love to live in Japan or something. But the way we have it is probably like the best way to have it in any country. And that is, we have 7 leaders, right? And each fraction, like, we have different political sections. And all of them, like, they can put up 1 or 2 seats, right? From those 7 seats. So there's the left side, there's the mid side, there's the left, right, mid. There's the heavy right, the heavy left, and stuff like that. And each of them have a chance. Each of them can put 1 in the seat. And so every single opinion is in the National Council. And so there is no single political side that is getting left out, right? As long as they're big enough. And I feel like this is how it should be. The US president doesn't have as much power as many people think they have. That's true. Oh, that's true. I can't say that. What I want to say is, like, you always hear like they have so much power. I personally don't know how much to decide on things. But I also don't know that they have like a similar system to Switzerland, like, or who makes the same decision making. I have no clue. I really want, like, does someone know like how much power president really have in the US or like in other countries? Like, you always hear that they have so much power. I don't know how much power they truly have. I heard once that like the Pentagon decides stuff and the president is just like a figure. Random stuff I heard, I have no clue how true that is. Like, every time a US president gets elected, it's like, everyone said, like, you hear a lot in news, the new most important man on the planet or some shit. Like, yeah. So, does he really have power or not? Otherwise, the statement either makes or doesn't make sense. Oh, we have a new Chaldea thing. Oh wait, did I fuck up? I clicked on the wrong thing. We have talked so much random shit right now. Wait. What? I clicked on Chaldea, right? Am I dumb? Yeah, I must have failed. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's on me then. How do you guys vote? So, it depends. How many times it is? Now is the time again to vote again. I think it was like every 2-4 years, right? Like, a seat, like every 2-4 years, one is getting out. Oh wait, how many times is I gotta check this. I'm not too in depth about the minor details about the thing. How many votes? Wait, no. National Council. How many times voted? Who elects a Palmole? Okay. Good. Are directly elected every 4 years by the people. Good. To give you... I'm gonna explain you now how exactly it works with Switzerland. I wasn't too accurate. So, to really give you an idea how well the democracy is in Switzerland. Like, that's wild that this even works. Even I'm astounded, right? So, each part of Switzerland, right? Each city, like each region, like imagine a state. Depending on the size of the region, they have a certain amount of seats they can put into the region council. we have 246 region council, and you can always elect as a public or as a member of society, right? You can elect a certain amount of, like, you can elect certain people that have a few of those seats. So for example, Zurich has like 35 seats, so they can select 35 representatives of the region Zurich. Now you do this for every region to have 246 people in the council. Those 246 people will then finally elect the 7 people in the national council. And so this is how the national council is done, right? And the 246 people that are elected by the public, right? They are aware with everything that's going on. They know those people that are getting elected. They know them way better than like a normal person would if they were to vote, right? And so it is a pretty fair vote with the insane amount of seats there is. Damn, that's a lot of name to shade. It's wild that this works. But it's, I think that system is not that bad. But just imagine, you elect 246 people in total, and those select the 7 people that will make the most important decisions for the country. And if it's a really grave decision, right? If you want to have a new rule in Switzerland, right? You have to gather 100,000 signatures from random people, right? As soon as you have 100,000 signatures, this will go to the 246 people in the region council. Those 246 people need to approve of it, right? And then it will go to the, I don't know if it goes to the 7 people or not. But eventually, as soon as you have gathered the autographs and the national council agreed to it, it will be up for vote to the public if that rule should be set in place or not. So if we had once the voting, should Switzerland be part of the EU, right? This was had to go first through the national, no, through the region council, and they approved of it that we can let the public vote on this, and then the public voted no. But this is how much you have to go through if you want to have a new rule in Switzerland. You need to get an autograph, yes. As soon as you have the 100,000, you can go ahead and, like, I could go outside immediately, right? As a streamer, I could have you guys now asked to fly to Switzerland, right? Gather signatures for me, and as soon as you have 100,000 signatures, the the regional council would then decide if that is a good idea, the new rule we have came up with. And then we have actually a chance that a rule that I made up would actually be set in place. Wild system, right? This is a wild system, but it works. Question is, would it work in every country? Wait, let me vote. We have now done so much political talk, but I think Switzerland political system is very different to like normal. So poll, I want to know. What do you think about Swiss political system? Good? Bad? Super confusing. Good. What do you think about that? Do you think it's like a good system, it's a bad system? I don't like the idea of having one people deciding everything, but like pretty much the public do have a lot of times authority, right? We can vote on a lot of things. There is still certain things. Having the 7 guys, then 1 guy is better, yes. So every opinion is like represented, right? Which is very important. But Carnival 2nd season, I didn't know they came out. That's wild. Also, I love Ella's design. She's so good looking. But yeah, I love the system, and the 7 people in National Council. You might ask, like, what's their purpose if most of the thing is decided by the public? I assume they do have a saying if the new rule that came up from the public, right, is good or bad. I do believe after 246 people, it goes to the 7 people. Or maybe it got first to the 7 people and then goes to 246 people. But they will also have like minor decision makings, like how should they How should they, for example, with Russia, how should they, not boycott, but like, what was the right word? Sanction them, right? Stuff like that was not voted by the country. But like, you have still voted those 7 people. So you voted, obviously, the people, you voted the 246 people in the seats that do represent your opinion, right? And since you represent your opinion, the 7 people they voted will most likely be the same you have voted as well. And they know who are good or bad. Obviously, there could be corruption, right? There could be. But it's not very known that there's many instances of corruption in Switzerland. I think in most countries would be just absolutely corrupt, the system wouldn't work. This best rim face. She is very good looking. Pull Erish. With what amount of pulls? I'm broke as fuck, man. I can't pull them with love. Should I pull them with love? Did we already buy the summoning tickets? I think so. I can try pulling them with love. Maybe they get home. So who's the lead military is... who's the lead the military is 7 president like that. So each of the 7 presidents, right, is placed in a category where they're like the head of. For example, there's like 1 for the military, 1 for the... what is it called? Social, like 1 is for like security, 1 is for like the income when you have rent, right? AHV is it called? They have just eased like certain tasks they're like the authority to that could decide like certain things, but they can't have like change rules, like do everything themselves without asking or letting you vote or something. Like major things. Minor things they can decide on. Like 1 is financial, yes. 1 is for social. 1 is for army. Stuff like that, like the classic stuff. And it makes more sense because that 1 person cannot be way more well versed in that aspect instead of like 1 president having to be responsible for the finance, for the military, for everything, right? There's no way 1 person can master all of those categories. Why do we give a lesson in Swiss political system? I usually was always afraid of talking about political stuff and such. Since I started watching Asmongold, I swear to God, he's poison to me. I am less fearful of like talking about certain things, and I really think system in general, it's interesting, right? Because like the 1 president system would also work. If the 1 president you know is a good president, he could assign those roles that the 7 presidents have in Switzerland just to like random people that he knows is like very good with military, 1 is really good with finance and stuff like that, right? It would work with 1 person. You just have more backup if you have 7, right? Because if 1 is a bad one, you still have 6 that are potentially good. The Cesith Asmongold fan too. I recently got into his content. He has some good or bad takes, obviously. Like every person has good or bad takes. But the amount of time I watched him with the amount of times he has like has said takes that I disagree hard with is only minimal. And in the end, I don't like, even if he would have like mostly disagreed with me, he is someone that is very articulate and his reasoning to certain things is very understandable to get behind. It's the same with Jordan Peterson. If you watch those people, right, even if you don't agree with certain spots, you at least understand why they came to this conclusion and why they argument with that thing. And I think that's really important. And that's why watching someone like Asmongold, even if I disagree with certain aspects, you can at least see his thought process. And when I debate like this, I don't know how well you see mine. I only started debating a lot on stream like this, so I am still having to learn how to actually get better at this. But like, I really love like how Asmongold is able to phrase it in a way it's, first of all, very easy to understand. He's using sometimes complicated words, but then, even then, it's very understandable to say even for someone that has second language English. So I think it's like, if it comes to like debating things, he's like one of the better content creators out there. I also love Ludwig's views on like certain topics as well. Sharadar, how are you doing? Everything's fine. What did I want to do? Oh, pulling Erish. Yes. We want to do pulls on Erish. But I can't do always pulls. I'm not saving anything. But it is what it is. I'm pulling addicted. Fuck it. I scammed you guys for replaying Lostbelt. We haven't really played Lostbelt yet. So as an apology, we do pulls. I will eventually do Lostbelt, but like, I am just loving to talk with chat. It's just something so cool, right? Having like different, seeing like different views as well. Like Vincent disagree with me with so many things, but I just love to see different views as well. I see pull. Wait, yes, that's exactly what you do. I see pull, I pull. So simple. Is it worth though? If we would have Saber Shelter Alter, I would be merely pulling for her. Rosa Kabihime. I'm gonna go with it. What can we get here? Summon info. Nero Claudius. Wait, Nero Claudius is a 4-star? Wait, since when? Wait, that's new? It wasn't always like this. Did she got degraded? It must have been always like this. Damn, I didn't know. I don't play males though, I personally. Let's agree on things about the space and the ocean. I agree with your political takes. I mean, I haven't really said an opinion about political takes, besides like, I like how the system in Switzerland is. But like, I pretty much, about the political aspect, I only said like how it is in Switzerland. The thing about space and ocean, I'm not knowledgeable enough. Like, I don't like space in general, so obviously I don't know a lot about it. And I'm afraid of like the deep sea. So it's also something I'm not too knowledgeable about. I can't relate to people who save a gazillion amount of pulls, like why? I mean, it makes sense. If you really want an operator or a servant, right? You at least get to have a decent chance at it. I think Arish is cute. I like her. But like, my odds of getting her right now, right? Because I am not a good saver, are very slim. But in the end, sometimes you just gotta cope. And it's gonna work out, right? So, waifu pulls. Arish. We haven't gotten Musashi. I would have preferred Musashi 1,000 times. But we gamble, right? We do. We must. I'm a simple man. We just have to. Arish, you are a good looking girl. So maybe come home. For the love of God. I saw Miss pulling on Arish and got in like 1 temple. Might as well be as lucky, right? And Arish is a Lancer, right? This thing is still dead. Is it? Oh, it's still dead? I reinstalled it. I don't know what the fix is. Come on. Arish. We're disappointed. Yeah, no. Like, I'm not afraid against the Spark. I wouldn't have anything against the Spark. Also, I like that girl a lot, design. Like, design-wise, she's so much better than most of the Asans. 3 more pulls, right? That's fine. Maybe we get lucky. Unlikely, but there's a chance. If we get 1 Forster CE, I'm not complaining. In the next 2 pulls, if we get a 1-star CE, no, a Forster CE, I'm happy. Maybe a character I'm not against either. Still nothing. We get a lot of those pillars, which we don't care about. So please, don't disappoint me. The last pull. It'd be wild, right? Just imagine. I'd be very happy about it. And the clown! It really wants to show me that I am one. I love her design, somehow. Like, she's... Like, I usually don't like women with... Like, I don't like the shorter hairstyle. Maybe it is like a long hairstyle. But like, for a clown, she has actually like a decent design. I would say decent. Also, Sonic Brandon, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? My voice, because of all the debating, right, is already so dead before I even started reading Lostbelt. It's a shame. But we are it's time to dip our foot into Anastasia. Start reading and start seeing what's all about it. We are still very much in the beginning, even after reading for multiple of hours. But at least it's time for a few bells. We're also gonna bring her, because I genuinely love her design. I'd be happy to get Atalante in this version. I'm happy I got her in the other version as well. One of the cooler 4 stars. So, can you believe it? We are actually gonna read it. Hey, I finished skinning them. Well done, Paxi. You can let the pack golems carry them now. By the way, Atalante, there is something I wish to ask you. What is it? If there are any demonic beast materials at the rebel army stronghold, I was hoping you could let us have them. Of course, we have a fair amount stocked up. I will consider rewarding you with them, depending on how well you work. Well, I just think about it, right? Technically, we're strong them, right? We could kill them. Do we even need to ask for permission? Like, if we would really want to, we can just take it. Why would we need to work well for them? Okay, we're almost at the hidden tunnel. We still need to pass through it before we arrive at our stronghold, so I'm afraid you will need to bear with us a little longer. What about the cult? I'm a servant, and they are Yaga, so we have no issue handling it, but the same cannot be true of you. Also, the music a little bit louder. Oh, we're okay. Master has a misty coat, designed for extremely cold environments. Good. They are Russian. I can't do a Russian accent. God. Thank you for your concern. It's not. I just found... how do you Russian? Not. I just found strange that you could endure it. It has never... wait. Endure it. I can't do it. I can't... how do you sound Russian? Shadow, help me. How do I do a Russian accent? Or is Allison? Allison would even help better. As no ordinary humans could survive this cold. When you get right down to it, I am but one rather atypical aspect of that Atlante, manifesting as a servant. I'm afraid I do have much in the way of common sense. Anyway, the town is crawling with demonic beasts, but they are weak, hiding here for shelter. We can simply cut our way through them without issue. Master, we seem to be out of the border's comms range. Comms? Is that a method of using magecraft to see things that are far away? The tunnel must be affecting it. These comms of yours should be fixed once we get out. Just forget about them in the meantime. On a different subject, we've seen a lot of demonic beasts, but I'm surprised we haven't seen any normal animals yet. Normal animals? Those all went extinct ages ago. Extinct? That certainly makes sense if you think about it. There are simply no ordinary animals that could survive such a harsh environment. Would there? There would. You consider sea creatures animals as well, right? So, yes, if in the water, if there's like any kind of lakes or seas, they would most likely survive in that. Like, because it's not getting under 4 degrees in the water. How am I supposed to help you with Russian accent with text? I don't know. Tell me. What is common? Like, if you're Indian, right? And you would tell me to do an Indian accent. If you were Indian, you could say like pronounce the T with a D, and then you're like, are simply no ordinary animals that they could survive such a harsh environment. I don't know. I can't do it. Anyway, that would be something that you can convey with text. Maybe the Russian language is also like certain... Oh wait, maybe I can. Are simply no ordinary animals that could survive such a harsh environment, Bliat. Add an overwhelming dominant species to the mix, and it's little wonder that other animals would went extinct, Bliat. I've heard there used to be much smaller animals centuries ago. They were called cats and dogs, I think, Bliat. Cats, perhaps has something to do with this form I've been summoned in, but my memories of cats and dogs are all hazy blood. That's how you sound Russian, right? It's that simple. Maybe try to pronounce the word as hard as you can. Pooh! You're right, fool! Wait, no, this is... How do you pronounce the word hard? Boss! I can smell blood! Something like that. Something sitting a demonic beast, and whatever it is, it's really big. This is bad. All known servants, stay back. This is the scent of the demonic boar. It seems we can ill afford to linger here. We must kill it quickly. Is that clear? Got it. We're not doing the accents. My voice wouldn't be able to survive this. Good. This will be another chance to show me what you are capable of, Cesith. I said it before. Like this, that amount of text with that amount of gameplay is fine. That is great. 4 hours of reading, no gameplay is not. That's way too much reading. No, I need some breaks in between, some breaks. Like this is absolutely perfect. I could, you know what? We're gonna play it simple. Let's just do this as well. We can also decrease their defense just a little bit. I don't think we get the kill here, especially... Why do we have again 3 current Skylights? By the way, volume, is it fine? You want it louder, you want it quieter? Only Wolfbull is Russian out of these characters. I mean, Atalanta lived with them for 3 months, I think, right? So, maybe she has already adapted to the language a little bit and is pronouncing some of the things with their accent. So it's not off the realm of impossibility that maybe she has already some kind of Russian accent. Unlikely, but it's not zero. The question is, how would the Greek... How do you do a Greek accent? I know a Greek person. I know Skorek. You do pronounce it like with a little echo as well. The words. So like Morgan. No Morgan. Morgan. Yeah, irgend something like that. Try to put sir in word. It sounds like Russian. Sir. So but how? Wait, what? What do you mean? Sir. How do you say sir off the quick menu? So, if I were to read a text like this is a football match, right? This is their football match. Game may be a little bit loud. Let's just tone it down. At least 2. I think this is better. I'm especially bad with accents. Like, I am very bad with accents. Also, we haven't gotten the synchronous guy this time. Very pleasant. I should have healed. I just realized, if he does AoE, right, my Atalante will probably get to experience what it means to be dead. Yes. He does 3 attacks of this, right? Ooh, we lived. Surprise, surprise. I don't think we get to be living. Oh wait. Oh yeah, let's just do this then. And that, I don't think we will be living if I were to heal, but like, you gotta give it a shot to know, right? But I would say for today, just to keep my throat enough safe and I don't break my throat today, that I will just not do accents. Especially a Russian accent, I would not do well, nor would I know how to do it well. So, I would just discuss. All I've mastered so far is the Italian accent, the Mario accent. It's not even the normal Italian accent. I nailed the Mario accent. That is the one thing I can be proud of. Other than that, I don't think I would be able to perform. Almost by habit I was about to skip. It seems we find ourselves in possession of an unexpectedly large quantity of meat. Everyone, take as much as you can carry. I think I take some of this earth while I'm at it. This cave is rather a lucky find. All the demonic beasts that inhabit it must have affected the earth properties. I should be able to make some excellent golems with this. It kind of looks like you're filling or tilling a field. I would say it is closer to a pottery. This is great. Now my kind won't have to go hungry. Kid? Oh no, my kid. Yeah, my child. What do you think? I was single? Well, I'm not. Oh my. I know we call ourselves the Rebel Army, but there is a lot of Yaga who came here with their families after having their village razed, cause they had nowhere else to go. But they are capable of making kids. I felt like none of them were able to make kids. Also, where's the female fairies? Was Nasu afraid that they might simp for them? I can see his reasoning. I'm one of them. Your village were burned down? Huh? You mean by the Pritchiki? That's right. Hell, that's how most of us rebel soldiers ended up joining. I'm one of the lucky ones. My whole family made it out alive. Some of the kinds here saw their parents murdered right in front of them. I thought, Vincent, that all of them didn't age and just like they were crafted or combined with humans and the animals, whatever it was, right? And they didn't age normally, or they had like a very long lifespan. But there was like a granny that was turned into a beast, and obviously she was still a granny, right? But like, I felt like they weren't able to make kids since the 450 years, and so I felt like all of them were already living and were all transformed into this kind of species. None of them were previously human. But that makes sense. It makes sense now more with the story as well. Because he has said he has never seen like the old version of humans. That's probably, yeah, it makes sense. Humans got spliced with wolf-like creatures so they could live in this weather. Cesith Pax even talked about how his mom is getting old, how he's like, yeah, that means like, what if their lifespan is like 1,000 years, right? And the mom was turned with like 50 years old into a fox, and now she aged for a little bit for the 450 years. Now she would be like 80 or 90 years old in human years. Then it would make sense that she's now getting old, that she can't hunt anymore. Lostbelt more like alternate fate timeline, so everything can happen. I was bad in that regard. Alive. Some of the kids here saw their parents murdered right in front of them. That's horrible. We don't have time for idle chatter. Let's go. Right, sorry boss. Come on guys, let's get on. Let's get a move on. I misunderstood it. I'm very aware of it. But I feel like my thought process wouldn't have been impossible. It would have been a little bit unlikely that it was like this. Especially, why would you put so much effort into like creating that insane amount of different human creatures or transforming them? Like, why would you? So it makes sense that obviously they can make babies. Okay, we're here. For the record, I didn't see anything that looked like it might be tracking us. But just to be safe, I will set out a few hidden security golems to keep watch. That'd be great, thanks. Oh, it would seem we're back online. Reports. Give me a goddamn report right now. Why'd you go silent for so long? Just what the hell you're doing? Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Master, myself, Avisbron, and Paxi are currently accompanying the rebel army. We're just outside their hideout right now. Well, we'll use the opportunity to regroup and to see if we can acquire the parts we need to repair the border. You see the robot can make a baby next. Just wait, I don't want spoiler more. Yeah. We'll also see if we can replenish our food stores. Assuming that's possible anyway. A hidden stronghold, huh? I'm not super familiar with fortresses or fortress engineering, but I have to say that seemed to have done a good job with this one. It's surrounded by cliffs, making it impossible to invade from the flank or rear, and its gates are equipped with ballistas to handle frontal assaults. Okay, I have many questions about this. They have even got a barricade in place to defend against opportunity cavalry. So, you're telling me the houses that were made, right? They were made 450 years ago because they can't figure out how to build houses. But that fortress must have also been made a long time ago, right? Because there's no way they figure out how to build a fortress, but the house is too much for them. There is no way any enemies could take this place down without significant casualties. I guess they don't call themselves the rebel army for nothing. Open the gate! Open the gate now! Hey, it's the boss. The boss is back. Open the gate. Welcome back, boss. Oh, it's just me. Or are there more of you now? Yes, there are. I'll explain about them later. We brought back plenty of meat, enough for everyone to eat their fill. Food. Hooray! We've got meat! Thank you, boss. It looks so weird seeing them with hair. Hello, oh Lostbelt, this is where the real challenge, the boss gimmicks, yes. I'm excited that I get to face some of the real gimmicks. Once you have eaten up, assemble the commanders for a meeting. I'm sorry, Master and company, but I'm afraid I must ask you to wait in the corner until then. Actually, we could really use some food too. Are you sure humans can eat them demonic beast meat? I suppose you must have a highly skilled cook. Very well, it would be a shame to let the excess go to waste. I'll have the 3 I'll have 3 kilograms set aside for you. That's nothing, right? That's enough for like 6 people. Like maybe 12. You should have like at least 250 to like 500 grams of meat every day. Didn't we had this discussion just like last week? It was like 500 grams, right? Not kilograms. Thank you so much. This is great, senpai. Everyone will be so happy to hear we have food. Did you say 3 kilograms? That's nothing. If you kill a boar that size or demonic beast, right? They're like human sized. There's 50 kilograms of meat, if not more, to it, right? That's not that much generosity of theirs from their side. I would rather not draw too much attention if I can help it, so I would be happy to wait in the corner. Yes, we had it because it wants to cannibalize 2 fat people. Sounds like a normal conversation to me. I'm happy to wait around for a while too. Me too. Okay, Master. Why don't we all take a little break? It's so pleasant to read like this. Why hasn't it been always like this? Are the future Lostbelts also this way? I hope so. Because like this, reading is fun and doable. Okay. It looks like the Yaga haven't had a chance to eat their fill like this for some time. I'm glad they were willing to share some of this meat with us. I followed Director Gwaldorf's advice on how to remove the toxins. Hopefully it turned out okay. How is it, Master? Not bad, not bad at all. You certainly are made of stern stuff, Master. You guys are picky, aren't you? Me, I don't care what I eat as long as it fills me up. Onipoka, I wouldn't have, like, if you would have told me a year ago I would ever say this sentence, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Oh, you guys are picky, aren't you? Me, I don't care what I eat as long as it fills me up, I read that. Kitty! What is it, kid? Who's that hairless Yaga? You mean me? I'm Baldy. Yes. Are you a ghost? Does it hurt your face not having fur on it? All the time, but I don't let it bother me. Wow. Come on, kid, get out of here. Gotta say though, I was expecting the rebel army to be more army-ish. Titty! We can sexualize someone on Rule 34! Let's go! Now we even have our fairy friends has something to enjoy in this game. Between all the kids and the old folks here, it seems more like a refugee camp than anything. Right, you're Paxi. So far as I can tell, only 60% of these Yaga are fit for combat at most. The most we could hope for from the remaining is backup, and even that is at best a faint hope. There you are, Cesith. I see the applicant is here too. Let us be perfectly clear about one thing. Yes, our goals are aligned in that we both decided to overthrow Ivan the Terrible. But that does not mean that we will be taking orders from you. Not very well, I wouldn't expect you to either. Doesn't make much sense, but if I were to have a plan and I want you to fill it out because I'm sure it would work, you should take orders from me so we can accomplish our greater goal that we have together. For one thing, we can't hope to take on the Opritchiki with our respective abilities getting in each other's way. To fight them is to fight a force of nature. However, you are genuinely powerful, and so I would hate to lose that power for our side. So to start, I would like to see how you do as a reserve corps, as a way of determining your utility. In particular, I have missions which I have been putting off for a long time that require a small elite team. So far I have been going out on my own and managing the best I can, but I'm also this army's leader. I don't fear death, but I can't have the entire army shutting down while they wait for me to return. Would you undertake these missions in my instead? Pardon me, Mr. Atalante, my apologies for interrupting you. And remotely at that, I believe you have heard about us from Miss Cesith and Miss Kyrielite, but please allow us to introduce ourselves properly. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am a servant just like you, and this is... Hi there, I'm Leonardo da Vinci. I have my reasons for my spirit origin being a low power mode, but we will just skip all that for now if you don't mind. Atalante, I'm a servant from proper human history, just like you. Also, I'm a genius, so don't be afraid to ask for help if you got a tricky problem. That said, there's still a lot we don't know, since we only just came to this world. Do you mind if I ask you a question? A child hero? Are you altered too? Well, no matter. It would be wrong to refuse a request from a child. What is it you wish to know? Oh yeah, she is still like in love with kids, right? Like I don't hate her for it. Like why not, right? If she loves kids, then she can love kids. What can you tell us about the huge tree? From what we've been told, it sounds like it's fairly recent development. You wouldn't happen to know what it is, would you? You mean the tree so large it appears to support the entire world? There is a tree like that in my own mythology, but... No, I doubt the tree and this one have anything to do with one another. I'm sorry to say that I do not know what it is either. However, my spy in Yaga Moscow did tell me one thing. Oh, what is it? I suppose it would be wrong to withhold this until you have completed your end of the deal I wish to make. Doing so would only raise your hopes to an unreasonable degree. All we have is a name. A name? Yes, it is called the Tree of Emptiness. I'm told a human-looking court mage was muttering it to himself during a walk around the city. Apparently he said the Tree of Emptiness still hasn't taken root. The Tree of Emptiness, hey, it shrouds itself with clouds in lieu of leaves. A cloud tree, if you will. For the time being, I will see what I can find out about this Tree of Emptiness from our database. I doubt my search will prove fruitful, though. Do what you wish. Now, what about you? Will you undertake this mission for me? Ooh, yes. If I can, I will. I would never give you an order. I believe to be impossible. Paxi, you will go with them, as you're still unfamiliar with this land. Since you are a hunter, I trust you know how to use a gun. Does that mean you're gonna let me join? If that is what you want, well, I do have my own grudge against the Opritchiki. A grudge that will not see you to the end of this battle. You must make a choice and hold to it with all your conviction. Otherwise, this Russian blizzard will swallow you up in an instant. I know that. Then here's your first mission. I want you to journey to the nearby village and pass out our manifesto. Manifesto? We want other Yaga to know that the rebel army exists and that our goal is to overthrow Ivan the Terrible and wipe out the Oprichiki. And if possible, we would like their help in procuring food and medicine. You got an idea how risky that is. What are you gonna do if one of these Yaga schools on us? Should that happen, I want you to handle it however you feel is necessary. Not the most comprehensive plans. Still, we will need assistance from other villages if we are to campaign in such a vast land. Now we would like to make a request of our own. Do you think you can help us procure these? I can get you the demonic beast, fangs, and golden cores now. Here is what we have from those we killed earlier. You may have them now as an advance for this mission. What about the rest? Who do you think we are? We're the rebel army. We never have enough supplies to go around. I can only give you the fangs and cores because we have little need for them. As for the rest, well, there are cities that have sworn to total alliance to Ivan the Terrible. I would like to capture a number of them at some point. If you can help me do that, I'll consider helping you find the rest. How does it sound? What do you say, Director? It's alright if you refuse. Do so and we will simply kick you out of here. Grrr. Oh, very well. Cesith mush this errand ASAP. Good. Now I have marked the villages I want you to go to on this map. Make sure you visit all of them. I'll check into the shortest routes to each from here. Thank you, Holmes. Good. We're finally finding our footing. Now we can start moving forward. Do you think you can stop by the shadow border first? We would like you to bring back the food you just acquired. I'm also told there's something else that needs to be done before we can begin the repairs. Come on, Master, let's get going. I'm surprised it's more now. That would have been a perfect time to stop and start a new stage. I don't think we get attacked by demonic beasts though. Probably something else that is surprising happens. Maybe we'll find like an unknown species of enemies or something. How is it moving so fast? I optimized the golems for speed. I certainly hope that they could move at least this fast. So this is what real magecraft is like. Damn it, I should have been a mage myself. Also, wouldn't it be possible to get his mother back? Like, I feel bad for Pax's mother, right? Like, technically with the golem speed, if they're that fast, right? And you can do this like in, I don't know how long. Maybe setting one golem for saving the mother might not be the worst. At least for Paxi. It's been doing fine with us. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Paxi. Avis Braun is one of the most famous Kabbalists in history. It would take at least 10 generations for an ordinary mage to reach this level of magecraft. Thank you, Mash. But all I did was attempt many different casting sprints to find what I was looking for. What were you looking for? My final goal was to create a golem that would be known as the Primordial Man. A golem that could guide my people in their time of suffering to help them to build a new Eden. Regrettably, I did not live long enough to see that wish fulfilled. I'm glad that the knowledge I gained along the way is serving to protect humanity now. Okay, we're coming up on a village. We better get off these things or they might spark a riot. A good point, very well. Then I'll disable them for now. That's actually an interesting question. You're in the same scenario as them, right? You try to recruit a village that is known to, like a village, and they are loyal to Ivan, or loyal, like they're forced to be loyal, right? So, they're asked to join the rebel army. How would you do that? I think having a massive golem army behind you to show that you have a chance at actually winning because of the insane strength and massive size of the golems, that they get hope that if they join, they do have a chance. So I believe appearing with the golems there wouldn't have been the worst. Like, as soon as they see, like, they don't have any chance against the golem, they would think, oh yeah, they are so strong. They might have a chance. I could see that. I actually like that there's, like, the crosses there. First village, okay. Also, did we now... I felt like we go first back at the freaking shelter thing. But it seems like we didn't go there, right? I'm gonna go with this. Fuck off with Brawn. I can use the support units that they're given to me, but only if they're female. How many golems do you think you have? I don't know. I don't think you need more than 5. Like, I know he has, like, it's easy for him to build an army. Like, we saw it in Fate Atrophia, right? And the base, like, how many golems he has already summoned and said he has summoned. I believe we have, like, 20, 10, whatever. But even then, like, he has crafted them in, like, a matter of seconds, right? So even if they're, like, low quality, we just need to show up with, like, one high quality one and let that fight, and the others seem very strong, even if they're, like, low quality ones. In actually a lot of time and resources, yes. But the way he said it, like, it didn't take him much effort to have, like, 10 low quality and 1 high quality. Let the high quality fight against, like, the one that think they're not strong enough. Now they have seen the power of the one strong golem, and now they see they have, like, 10 or 11. Then they're like, oh yeah, that's an insanely massive strength. They will join. It's a little bit of a betrayal, but you never stated that they're also as strong as the first one. This is the first village on our list. Get your hoods on and follow me, just like we discussed. Understood. We're counting on you, Paxi. Depending on how this manifest goes over, we might need to make a hasty escape. Halt. Who goes there? Oh, where are the army who will bring the tyrannical Ivan forth to justice? We're here to deliver a manifesto to you from our leader. We ask that you read it and give us your response to its call to action. You're with the rebel army? Okay, come in. Oh, that was easy. I'm actually kind of worried now. They betray us. Everything seems to be alright, at least for now. Let's see what they have to say. They betray us, right? They backstab us. So that's why we're hoping you can help us out with any food and medical supplies you can spare. They will definitely not agree to this. Maybe it's because he has grown old, or because someone talked him into it, or because there is something strange going on in Russian right now. But all I know for sure is that the Tsar hasn't said one thing for the past 3 months, and they'll particularly have cracked down on us harder than ever. The only reason this village has escaped their wrath is because we're located far away from the closest highway and because of how poor we are. All that said, young ones, the Tsar is still the Tsar. We Yaga must never forget what he has done for Russia and for us. If he hadn't come up with a way to combine us with demonic beasts and turn us into Yaga, we would have died out long ago. It's only by his grace that we're alive at all, so we cannot lend our aid to the rebel army. I see, then I guess we're done here. Don't give up so easily. Come on, Cesith. Let me finish. That said, the Alpritici have been out of control. They are neither Yaga nor the old humans. If the Tsar refuses to keep them in check, we have no choice but to defend ourselves. So the question is, are you strong enough to take them on? Yeah, show the golem. That is what I would like you to show me. Yes, show the golem. You heard that, man. How can we do that? Show the golem. Oh, that's easy. Yes, show the golem. We have a number of Storm Yaga here in our village, as well as some domesticated demonic beasts. What do you say to a battle against them? Not to death, but anything else goes. Doesn't seem like we have much choice. We accept your challenge. Very well, then please step outside. I can't say I care to demonstrate my strength in this way. But I suppose we have no other choice. Very well then. Let's give them a good show. Okay. I don't get it. Why must everything in this world be decided by strength alone? It's simple. Stronger is the superior one. I'm sorry, it's nothing. Okay, Master, please go ahead and give Avispron your orders. It makes sense, like, if you're, like, if there's, like, a Tsar that you want to defeat or fight against, right? If there's the weakest person coming along and asks you to join, you're not siding with the weakest. You wait until someone strong appears. I'm just thinking, like, so we have 1 Yaga and 2 the most domesticated beasts. I didn't know you can domesticate them that well. Wouldn't it be possible to build up then an army of like the domesticated beasts? Like, it shouldn't be out of the possibility, right? Maybe. It probably isn't easy, and like, how would you, like, even if you could domesticate a dog, right, for example, you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't be able to get them help you fight against in a war, right? So it makes sense. Yeah, my favorite fanboy, Pervu, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Everything's fine. You know what? We're gonna decrease their defense in the next round to double no defense them. Yeah, we're gonna wait. We have 1 support. No, we have actually. Ooh, it's a little bit an unsure one. But if I were to do this, get a lucky crit here, and this, we might have it. I should have aimed at the right unit. I somehow felt it wouldn't be enough. Doing great, kiss. Phil, just make sure. Don't form too much of a parasocial relationship. That's important as well. Let's just do this. I have to say, the battles have been, like everyone said, like Lostbelt is super hard. So far the battles have been very, very easy and doable. And as for this one, we're just gonna use 1 more Noble Phantasm, and most likely we can just call it a day because of that. It's okay, I'm only working 75% of parasocial relationship with you. It's all good. Got it, like, look at... Oh, how do I say it? It's always something you have to be, like, not just, like, just in general. Like, I think it's very... How do I say this? For parasocial relationship, it's really not that good. The other 25% is still holding out for the hot Russian supermodel. I mean, Koyanskaya is... Like, I can't be Koyanskaya. So, you should switch your numbers. 75% on Koyanskaya and 25... Not even on me. There's better ones out there, trust me. Also, did I skip story? I don't think I skipped story, right? Did I skip story? If I did autopilot it. I don't know. I was busy reading chat. I skipped. I was autopiloting. Youth. My room. Is it? It's main records, right? So, which one is it? It's this one, right? No, no copyright! No, don't make it full screen! Ah! Why are you like this game? How do I leave? How do I leave? Oh, I don't need copyright. What? I had it once before copyright. Do we need to watch this all now? Just because it did an oopsie? Wait, can we? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Ooh, we don't need the copyright. So, how do I get there, which I skipped? Is it this one? Oh, yes. So which one is the one I skipped? It's this one, right? And so is there like a way to fast skip through it? Oh yeah, good. It's fine. Like if we fast skip, wait, can I? Is there a way to like super auto it like in Arknights? It's not the most efficient way of doing it, but it should be okay. Even in-game trailer is copyright. Now, no, the trailer should be fine. But like still, I already had to cut it out from the video. The music is always dangerous. In the actual game, on mobile, you can tap the screen and hold your finger down to super fast forward until you lift the finger. Okay. That's in Arknights, right? Here as well. So you see, hold the finger down, right? Okay, you just hold it down, right? Then it should work. And now we're there where we should be, right? Perfect. Pretty much everything you do in... Oh, you can do it on phone. You can do it on the emulator as well. That should do it. As you can see, they're still very much alive. You mean you really didn't kill a single one? Are you a servant? Why? Yes, I am. I see. Why does he know what a servant is? We have heard of servants before. They say you are monsters from another world and that you are terribly powerful despite looking like humans. I've even heard that some servants possess power great enough to rival the Tsar. Are you one of them? No, there's nothing particularly special about me. I'm just a simple scholar and the golem keeper, a perfectly ordinary human as you might find anywhere in the world. On behalf of our village, I promise to offer our full support to the rebel army. Though I'm afraid we can only spare a little in the way of food and medical supplies. That's okay, even a little bit goes a long way. By the way, I trust you'll be delivering your manifesto to the 2 neighboring villages as well. Let me write you a letter of recommendation, which should help things go more smoothly when you visit them. Thank you so much. Although I'm afraid we've lost contact with the other 2 villages recently. They may have been overrun by the bandits. By bandits? There are bandits? Wait. Wait. So bandits must be Yagas, right? Bandits are... I assume, like, the Prichixi don't dislike bandits, right? Because who gives a shit? They're not against the Tsar. They even kill, like, their own kind. So bandits are most likely... Like, they exist. And no one gives a shit. That's nice. Being a bandit is so convenient. Couldn't there have, like, been... But, like... Yeah, couldn't there have been, like, bandits? Just secretly bandits and not actually being a rebel army? And everyone, like, just pretend to be a bandit instead and then... actually... Oh, no, we actually were the rebel army. Although... Wait, they may have been overrun by bandits to demonic beasts.
No!
Bravo! Welcome to the stream. If they have, could I ask you to give them a proper burial? I will. Please store any food or medicine you can spare in this carrier golem, if you don't mind. Now then, let's head to the next village. Also, the reason why I said he has so many, like, damn golems is because out of no, like, he has, like, he places a golem there, he has a golem for protecting the stronghold, he has a golem to, like, travel with, he has a carrier golem. Like, there's so many different golems. I assume the carrier golem must be the same as, like, the running golem. Also, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Shinoken. They're also here, also in the chat a few times. I'm very sure they're very glad about it. Which chance he just recycles them? I mean, there's a few that he's like having them on standby, right? For example, the one that was overviewing something, then the one that was keeping the stronghold safe, the one that is using for traveling, I think he's used more than that, actually. Also, I love the soundtrack for this. Nope, his lore, he just built Golem as a wife. Nope, his lore, he just built Golem as a wife. Okay. I didn't know he has a Golem waifu. Let's just keep it simple. You pick Yuri again. And with that, maybe it's time for the first actual bell. It could be like that the one of the villages is like barricaded by a monster, based on like how dead it, how destroyed it looks. Have you done the Halloween trilogy rerun yet, Cesith? Yes, I have. Damn, this is definitely a no-go. Let's head to the next village. Shouldn't we look for survivors? Don't bother, there aren't any. Why do you think that? Why? At least try. Hello? Is anyone there? See, there are. Like, what the fuck? Hello, Shadow Border crew. Are you able to scan the area? Oh, wait, we screamed that. Okay. For signs of life. We're turning our equipment to make it capable of scanning for this world's life forms using the Yaga's life signs as a base. But the Shadow Border scanner is an older model, so I'm told it will take time to enter their parameters and cross-reference it with the approximate data. Suffice to say, it will go faster if you just look around Avisbron. Understood. Hey, anybody? And everybody in the hood! Time for party! Wait. I didn't read! It went automatically! What the fuck? Are you alright? Wait, so... I didn't even skip... Wait, I have auto one. Oh, okay. Over here! Master. Are you alright? I was just knocked out for a while. Can I read fast enough with auto? What happened here? Bandits! We fought them off as best we could, but we only lasted 4 days before they... Okay, this auto is too slow. Damn it. Are there any other survivors? I'm afraid not. Damn it. Where did these bandits run off to? I don't know for sure, but probably one of the neighboring villages. We were just at one of those villages ourselves, so they might have gone to the other one. I've got a map here. Come on. I'm afraid we can't take you with us, but I can leave this food and some medical supplies with you. Thanks, I think I'll be okay once I rest up. As for food, we'll figure. I will figure something out. If you're gonna go help the other village, then hurry before they end up like ours. Then again, I guess you can't really call this village a village anymore. Sorry to leave you, but we've gotta go. Please take one of my golems so we can hurry there. Master, I would hate for us to arrive too late. Please take one of my golems so we can hurry there. Who is this saying? To Master, right? To me. He's not giving the golems away for free. Master, the golem I sent out ahead has found the village. See, he has like golems at his disposal like crazy. How is it looking? Not good. They have lit a red signal fire. Oh crap, that's a distress signal. There might still be time. I see shadows in front of us. They're Yaga. Oh! Ah! Out of the way! Out of the way! Move aside or we'll kill you dead! It would seem they are not interested in a peaceful discussion. I believe things will go faster if I simply knock them aside. Right, please hurry. I think the bandits are nice. I really think the bandits are nice. Because he didn't threaten us. All he said is like we need to go out of the way because they can run away. So I believe those bandits are nice. Like, they must be nice. Because they wouldn't have killed us if we just let them pass, right? So they must be like cool bandits, like they're the nice kind. You know what? Let's just already put in the skills. On one thing and they need some exclusive stuff, but they just play safe. But they have a gun. How nice they are. I mean, they have a gun because they're bandits, right? But just because they're bandits doesn't mean they kill people. They need the bands to defend themselves against demonic beasts. You can be a pacifist bandit. What if this is a pacifist bandit group? And maybe there's like two clans, right? And there's pacifist ones that are nice, and then there's like the evil ones and that are bad. Some of these even have swords. Like with swords you don't insta-kill. Might as well have a gun, right? They are friendship guns that shoot friendly bullets. Like, I don't see necessarily that they're evil. Like, I'd say there's a hope. Like, they didn't want to kill us. That's for me a proof that they might not be evil. Like, is it that insane to think that if they say, like, move or we kill you, that means they have no intention of killing us if we're moving, if we're just going out of their way? They could just, like, have guns. If they want, they see humans on the side path, right? Or Yagas or whatever. They could just shoot them and don't even have to try to say, like, oh, we kill you. And the problem would be solved. They didn't do that. But they must be nice. Or at least nice in some way. There they go. It would seem there's no need to follow them. Guess they weren't actually trying to attack us. Told you! Fucking told you! They are nice! We just attacked them! Right, if anything it looked more like they were running away. I figured it out from the very beginning. Some of them even broke away during the fight. I'm sure there are any number of reasons why they may have done so, but for the moment perhaps our time might be better spent making haste to our goal. What is it, Holmes? I took some time to register the Yaga biosignals, but I've managed to by using Paxis as a base. That said, at this point all I can do is use this data to determine if any Yaga are in the direction you're headed. For example, at this moment I can tell you that there are several hundred Yaga along our current path. I rather doubt they're all bandits, so it would seem that there's still an opportunity to stop those who are. Come on, Cesith, let's hurry. Maybe we're fighting against a Pritchiki or something. Maybe they protected the village. I don't necessarily see them. Like, I try to give them a chance to be good people. I hate to bug you, Steve, but would you mind using one of my support on your next battle? I would like to get your opinion on my support setup. I'll share bits for the trial. Don't worry about it, don't share bits. I can send you this kitten I found behind a 7-11. I mean, we can sure, as soon as we have like another battle we have to do, we can sure use some of your units. I don't mind. But we're just using random units so far, so it doesn't matter. What's going on? Oh, hello there. See, I knew they were nice. Are you the people from Chaldea? So he's the Yaga chief? Why does he already know that? Huh? Did you say Chaldea? Is that a no? No, I mean, yes, we are from Chaldea, but... Oh, thank you so much for all your help. I'm so sorry I couldn't thank you properly back then. Oh, I didn't realize we'd left the distress signal burning. Hey, somebody put that fire out. I'm sorry, but... Huh? What do you mean? Aren't you the one who picked up our signal? Sorry, we don't know what you're talking about. How about you begin at the beginning, Gramps? Yes, of course. It was the second day of the bandits' attack. We erected a barricade and did our best to hold them off from within the village, but none of us here are strong enough to defeat even a lowly foot soldier. No, unfortunately, we're the bandits. No, unfortunately, we are the bandits. See, they're good people. Things may actually have been better had they clearly outmatched us. Did say we're the bandits, right? No, unfortunately, we're the bandits. Wait. It was the second day of the bandits' attack. What? No, wait. Wait, I can't read. They're not the bandit. I can't read. Okay, this is... We're! It's not we are, it's we're! Oh my god, I can't read English! Oh man! Oh, I read we are. Whew. That confused me. Things may actually have been better had they clearly outmatched us. Had they done that, they likely would have just made off with our possessions and spared our lives. Thank you for the heal. Or read. But unfortunately, they were just as desperate as we are. I'm needing to work out things with my support, nameless my berserkers. I'm not entirely satisfied with them, but I want a second opinion. I mean, for me, you won't get a good opinion. I can just tell you I like this girl or I don't like that girl. But they were just as desperate as we are. As we were! Gosh damn it. A number of them were injured. I imagine they must have run into some fierce resistance at the village. At the last village they attacked. So for them, things had reached a point where it was either kill or be killed. Of course we lit a distress signal soon after the attack began, but we didn't actually expect anyone to respond. Then, though pretty certain they wouldn't, they only exist to serve the Tsar after all. At best, we held our sliver of hope that one of the nearby villages might send someone to help. But then, help really did arrive? Exactly. Yanryu, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Everything's fine? Exactly. They were human, just like you. So at first, I thought they were a mage. I was certain we were holed up safely with no way for anyone to get in. But suddenly, without any warning at all, they were just here. Then they approached the bandits and asked them why they were doing something so foolish. That enraged the bandits, so they turned their fury on the human. But whoever the human was, they defeated all of the bandits at once. Though they were completely surrounded, the human used some kind of weapon, a thin sword or something, to cut off a few of the bandit limbs. I couldn't tell if it was magecraft or a trick you might see from a street performer in a big city. And then there was that frightening bloodlust. It was like an immense pressure emanating from this human. I think even a Krishat would turn a tail and run from it. The bandits were clearly shocked. They must have realized they were facing an opponent they couldn't possibly defeat. The one who remained began to panic, scrambling to get away. They fled in the direction you came from. We were still dumbfounded by what we'd just seen when the human audibly sighed and said, "What a headache. Once again, I've got something worthless." To me, the sigh sounded more than a little weary, but also kind and comforting. This sounds like Jack the Ripper. Then after treating the injured Yaga's wounds, they headed off into the mountains. By this point, I'd relaxed a bit, so I called out them and asked their name. Their only reply was, "I'm from Chaldea." Then they clicked their tongue and went on their way. It's not her. But like the limb part sounded like her. It's an assassin, right? Thank you for telling us. I should have asked what the person was like. May I ask one question? Can you tell us what the person who claimed to be from Chaldea looked like? Okay, thank you for doing me. Well, strangely enough, nobody can seem to remember them clearly. It still leads to Checky. We do know their clothes were worn, and they looked like they had been wandering for a long time. And while their face was covering up by a hood, I distinctly remember that they didn't have any fur, just like you, so I knew they weren't Yaga. Then there's another human here besides us? Or maybe it's another servant. Yeah, most likely it's a servant. What the fuck? If this person is claiming to be from Chaldea, they must be an acquaintance of yours. They may be one of the heroic spirits in Chaldea records, like Atalante. At any rate, the important thing is that they are not our enemy. In fact, they even seem to be improving our reputation. What do you make out of this, Holmes? Had Mr. Cesith summoned his servant, assuming this they are. It would make sense for them to say they are from Chaldea. But their only servant we have summoned here is Avis Bron. Another possibility is that it's a servant summoned here by the land itself, like Mr. Atalante, but to seem highly unlikely. In which case it may truly be another survivor from Chaldea. One simply happened to wander into this frozen version of Rasa, much like us. I wonder who could it be. Oh, I almost forgot. This is the Rebel Army's manifesto. Mind taking a look at it? Ah, now I see. So Chaldea is allied with the Rebel Army. Well, I certainly can't refuse after you saved our lives. Well, we will gladly support you in any way we can. Great, that's 2 out of the 3 villages on our side. Not bad. 3, there's nothing we can do about that one that was whipped out before we got to here, though. Alright. There was a single survivor at the village that got whipped out. Can you send someone there to pick him up? If you can, it'd be nice for you to give him some work here. I'm sure he wasn't hurt too badly. Well, now, a survivor, you say? Alright, I'll send someone out right away. We're the end that takes care of our mission. So, reading chat. Guess you're right. Not much to be gained from using my support just as for an opinion. Don't worry about doing it to see if I'll work out my kingdom out. I will, like, I don't mind. I can use a few. Also, Oni Lang. I didn't know you had 20,000 points. That's impressive. I can send you the friend code after. Yo, what's up, Cesith? Reading stream? Yes, we are reading. Excellent. Now then, Paxi. There is one more place we need to stop. So here's where we must part ways, though temporarily. You want me to go back by myself? That's actually interesting. As Paxi, I wouldn't want that. Wouldn't it be quicker for you to return without us, since we won't be slowing you down? Are you kidding? Avisbron golems move way faster than I can. But okay, I'll ask the village chief to help me snag a bicorn. Alright, I'll give you a report to Atalante. Just make sure you get back to the stronghold as soon as you can. Take care out of there. Thank you. Wait! Oni Lang. Wait. Okay, Peru, thanks so much for 100 bits. Let me get this. Guys. If you think you're a good lurker, right? And you're just here in chilling chat, Oni Lang has not written once a message in chat and got 20,000 points. That's his first message. I didn't know I had 20,000 points either. I appreciate your lurking. Thank you very much. I'm very impressed by this feat. That's pretty wild. Now, anyone that hasn't written anything in chat, this is not a motivation for you to do the same, because I love chatting with people, but that's wild. I can imagine. How in the frick... That's impressive. Man, I still feel... man, it still feels weird. Having people being so kind like this. Anyway, I doubt you guys are gonna betray us or get cold feet all of a sudden, but don't take too long coming back, you hear? I have 15k points too since he streamed Arknights. Hey, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Like, doesn't matter if you write in chat or not. I just appreciate having a few people watching the stream. So it doesn't matter if you're a lurker, if you're a mindless chatter, or if you're super active writing every single second in the chat and have over 1,000 messages like certain other people. I appreciate everyone. It's just nice to see a little number when you look at the view count. How about poison again, people, in real life? What do you mean? I feel called out. You haven't written 1,000... You have written 513 messages. You're getting there, Peru. You're certainly getting there. Doing dishes in the kitchen. Ooh. Were you doing a cooking... have you done a cooking stream? I like the insanity that was No Gacha Arknights. It was great insanity. We will be... Like, I start doing now more consistent Arknight stream again. It's not gonna be No Gacha, but I was considering doing something that would be pretty dumb. I'm not telling what it is, but I'm considering something that might not be fun. At least not for me. It's gonna be one of like the harder challenges. I don't know how fun it is to look at the challenge, but I think I would like to try it. You should do a meme watching stream. I don't know how good that is. Like, depends on what it is, right? Meme watching, if it's Arknights, I understand the memes. For FGO, I'm still not knowledgeable enough. That's a problem. I kind of miss doing cooking stream. But I feel like that my body doesn't enough energy too much right now, since I work almost every day. I know how exhausting this can be. I also had a job where last year where I had to work like 10 hours a day. Sometimes you just, the time you have as a free time, you want to use for free time. You can't just always work. You're gonna do Arknight level up. It's not gonna be something people have done before. Maybe they have. But it's... I was inspired by Asmongold's content to try this out. Or I was inspired by the stealing content Asmongold did, that I can maybe do the same for Arknights. Like, it's... I have always played a game... I always play a game in a certain way, with throwing my head against the wall. And I came up with an idea how I can do the exact opposite. And so I would like to give that a try as well. Don't be bald like him, by the way. Like who? Like Asmongold or... I'm like, who is... I'm not bald. I'm not getting bald. Guys. There's still great hairline, right? It's not that bad. Like, I still have hair. Like, it's not bad. Like, see, I know there's... I know there's like a little bit like stuff going on there. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst. No, it's a start to lose hair. I'm not balding. I'm not balding. The day hasn't come yet. So don't worry. The headphones will bald you in the middle. There is no balding going on. I am still as voluminous as anyone else. Like, I'm still doing fine. Everything's okay. No, I just said don't be bald like Asman. Yeah, why? Asman is not bald. A bald. Oh wait, no, bald. Don't be... Is Asman is bald? Like, there's people that are a lot more... I'd say, oh! Yeah, I'm only a YouTube watcher so far. I didn't, like... I take it too seriously. Sometimes I don't get jokes. I didn't know people call him bald. Like, there's so many people that are actually, like, worth calling bald. Asman has, like, longer hair than most of the women on Twitch. So, like, he's doing fine. Maybe he has only, like, 100 hair. But, like maybe he's going for, like, the golem style, right? Like, with the few hair, but, like, they're still, like, decently long. But, like, everyone has their own style, right? And this is how I get cancelled by it. No, this is how I embark a war, getting trash on Twitter, and Asman hates me. Never gonna be able to enjoy his chat ever again. Your hair is fine, it's clean and slick, but Asman looks like it's a homeless man. Okay, can we... I love getting distracted, you know? I freaking love that. But the people that never watched Asman, right? Asmongold. So to give you an idea, like, what we're talking about. Do you think that man is bald? Like, he looks homeless. I agree to this in so many ways. Do we have, like, a full screenshot of him? Does he ever show his face cam full screen? I don't think so. He is not bald. Yeah, he is going for the homeless style, and I respect it. Like, he has very, very long hair. He used to have, at least at one point. But I don't see it. To see if with long hair could cosplay Musashi. You can cosplay anything with long hair, you just need to dye it. I want to see if with Asma. There's one thing I want to do on stream that I didn't do. Guys. I know this is something we have never done. But I love to do that now. We are gonna change the music direction. And not go with the back soundtrack. PP measuring stream. 25 centimeters. So now we have done that. We are going like, by the way, if you do this, right, it's exactly 20 centimeters about, right? And then like a little bit, and then you have like the size. And so this is like how you do it quickly. based on this is how like most of the workers actually check numbers if they're correct or not, if they don't have a measuring tool with them. That's like a little advice. But what I want to do is trolley problem. I want to talk about morals. I don't think we've ever done that. Music might be a little bit too quiet. I want to do this because I feel like this is something so interesting to talk about. By the way, did you know that he played? Yeah, I've heard it. I mean, he doesn't play it actively, right? Or he's not playing that actively. Cesith try his normal channel, Sekra. I mean, it's not that important. If you want to see Asmongold, the hair length, you can just like look it up yourself. But morality. This is something I think is so intriguing to look at, right? Because everyone has like different takes on this. But it's wild to me. Like, oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. What do you do? We're gonna make a pull. Do we have a mod here? Dom, Sherada, is one of you here? Pull the lever. So would you pull the lever to kill 1 person instead of it going to 5? Would you pull the lever, yes or no? It's wild to me that there is people out there saying they wouldn't pull the lever. Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you pull the lever? So you get to talk, like, imagine this is gonna happen in real life. What would happen? So the police will question you, like, what happened? Okay, and you would say, hey, I had the choice of killing, do nothing. It would drive over 5 people, and or do something and it will drive over 1 person. So that's your choice. That's what you have to say, right? The families will get to know, know why the people died, the 5 people, right? Those 5 families would all call you and just ask you why you didn't pull the lever. Just imagine, like, those families, they had friends and everything. From all of those 5 people, they would go at you and ask you why you didn't pull the lever. There's just 1 person that says thank you to their family, right? But if you do it for, like, if you pull it, right? There's 5 people, 5 families super grateful, and you have 1 person that, 1 family that hates you for life. But it makes sense, right? I would immediately pull the lever. Like, you wouldn't pull the lever. You still kill them at the end. Well, wait, what do you mean for, like, I still kill them? Well, it always depends on who the people are on each track. They will go into this later. Right now, those are like 6 random people you have never seen, never heard about. It's like, let's just say it's 6 people from the opposite side of the world. You don't know how they look like. Let's just say you don't even know their face. You don't see it. You don't know how old they are. It's just 6 people. What will you do? You have the choice. Do nothing. It kills 5. Do something. It kills 1. You should consider, if you pull the lever, you did kill 1, but saved 5 people. Is saving 5 people than killing 1? Or is it better to save 1 and kill 5 people? Or save 1 and let 5 people die? I think, of course you pull the lever. I'm surprised it's not what the majority says. 5 bad politicians again. This is not the question tonight. It's just 5 random people. Doesn't matter what their profession is. That they will go into the question like, oh, now they're now 5 corrupted people or something. But for this one, obviously, I pulled the lever immediately. I hope you see a, yeah, 73% of people agree with you. That goes against the voting. 73% of people do agree with me on this one. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? This one is a little bit like harder. I would, again, like, the net gain, the better, like, you have the outcome of like either 5 people dead or 4 people dead. What is better? People are dead, you cannot do anything about it, so you go with the least terrible outcome, right? Yeah, I pull, like, with my own morals, obviously I pull the lever again. How many people would the 60? It's still 66 people, right? Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. I think that's the easiest out of all. My life savings right now is at the moment at about $80. So I know it's very tempting, like $80, right? That's like, I guess 95%. Wait. No shot! Wait. You will be healed and you will given money. Yeah, you will be given more money anyway. Like, imagine, like, those 5 people had life savings. They will gladly give their life savings to you for saving your life. So, bro, you save... Wait, bro, you save unknown people for money. Those unknown people will be thankful in the end anyway. If I could pay $80 right now and it would save someone's life, I would do it. Why wouldn't you? That's wild. But with the requirement that you would get to meet the person as well. That would be the requirement. I kinda would want to also meet the person. That'd be awesome. Your life may become hell. Right? No, it's really optimistic to expect people will help you. It's optimistic, right? But like, even then, would you be able to go to bed that you pretty much saved your life savings, but you have murdered 5 people? First of all, my parents would disown me, my grandparents would disown me, if I would have a lover, my lover wouldn't love me anymore. I feel like everyone would look at me as like as a terrible person. Like, if I would have a friend and they said like, oh yeah, I could have like paid $1,000 or saved 5 people, I feel like that'd be terrible. Like, even if there's no compensation, I wouldn't save them for compensation. It's just something you take in consideration. But like, wow. Most humans only care about people close to them or that benefit them. Yeah, but like, I don't know. But people pretend it's not true always. It is what it is. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert into the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. There was a time where I genuinely would have said like, just drive a woman. There was time like that. Now this is rough. What would you do? It's right, random people, right? Here's the part where it starts to get like the question of like if it's worth or not. Like, I lived my life to the fullest despite the short time I'll accept it, lol. Like, this is like the spot. If you choose you, it's very hard to not sound like a hypocrite. Like, it depends. It depends on the day. This one, I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like, oh yeah, I had a decent life. I had a good run, right? It was just 20 years, or like 23 years, but like, it was good 23 years. So, like, it really depends on the day. This is Horror Halloween special stream. I don't know what the frick we're doing. I think it's interesting, right? What would you do? Paul. Would you pull the lever? Yeah, wait. Wait, I can't write. Yes or no? This one, I don't know. I would just like, this is the kind of like situation where I would say like, I decide everything in my life with coin flips, right? Here, I would just like throw in a coin flip and say like, 50-50. Like, what I usually do, like, if you don't have a coin flip with you, right? You can do a coin flip with talking, right? So, what I would do is now, I can talk to them, right? I would be saying like, heads or tails. Before they say it, I would imagine, for example, heads. And they would say like either heads or tail, right? And it was a 50% chance. And based on that, you have a coin flip, right? This is... Okay, you would pull the lever for yourself, but you wouldn't pull the lever on random people. That's... Like, if you sacrifice a random person, that's interesting. I mean, in the end... You never know, right? I would say for today we're gonna go with a yes. Very hard to not sound like a hypocrite, right? Very, very, very hard. Difficult. That 39% makes sense. Makes sense. I get that. That's for me. It's like a 50. I would have imagined a 50-50 or something like that. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? This is a joke. Fuck the Mona Lisa. I'd fuck her. I would easily fuck her. Yes. So, this is like the easiest question so far. Like, who wouldn't? Fuck the Mona Lisa. Oh no, a troll is heading towards a rich man. The rich man's offer you have 500,000 to pull the lever, which would do the trolley and kill someone else. This is like... This is an easy one. This one is for me a super easy one. Okay, this one I'm genuinely intrigued. This one I want to know your answer. I'm gonna do a poll again. This one is easy. You might as well, since you gain nothing and probably gonna get known as a killer if you don't. So I would pull the lever mainly because like 500,000 is a lot, right? You don't know if like that is a good person or a bad person. You don't know. The rich guy might be a good person. What if it's like Bill Gates, right? That dude is if you might say right now Bill Gates. So you don't know if the rich man is a bad or a good person. And so if the rich man lives, there is a chance he's also like someone that donates money to charities and such. If I were to save now this poor person, he probably wouldn't have the money to donate to charity. Or there's like at least no chance that he spends any money to charity. Or if he can, like only a minor amount. Rich, never a good person. That's the wrong mentality. Rich people can be good people. Like, it's like saying if a YouTuber becomes rich, like for example Ludwig or someone else, they don't automatically become bad people. So, I'm not the biggest fan of like rich people that spend the money like in the most dumb way. I hate when someone like throws out money like crazy and others suffers from that. I really hate that. But I don't want to say like every rich person is a bad person. Do you know where the $500 come from? Because he found the cure for cancer and he was awarded with the Nobel Prize and got rich. What if it comes from there? Is he now a bad person? Like a scientist refused $1 million because he didn't want to accept the reward, right? He refused $1 million. He would have been a millionaire. That person might have been the person now on the track, right? In a universe where he accepted it, right? So I would pull the lever. I'm surprised. This was way more 50-50 than I expected. If he's bribing you, it tells you he's pathetic as fuck deep down. Instead of trying for help, he resorts for money to trade lives. I mean, even if he's... If you're in a situation like this, you will be banned on the track, right? There's two people. What would you do? Would you just like sit there saying nothing? Say like, oh yeah, drive over me. Like, you offer what you can offer, right? Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 large lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead of what you do. I'm sorry, guys. We ate so many lobsters. Yeah. Asmongold had a very good take on this. We only care about animals if they are cute. And that's a good point. It's a good point. Realistically, we would all do nothing, lol. We'll be too shocked in there. It depends on how much time we have, right? You have 10 hours time, you will be not too shocked. If you have an hour time, still enough time. If you have 15 seconds time, before you can fully do a thought process through and through, the train is already past the trolley. So, yes. Wait. Oh no, Troy is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and 1 feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert the track. This is also easy, right? Of course you pull the lever because there's... Yes. Yeah, I will pull the lever. Like, why wouldn't you? You still save 5 lives. That was so close to 50%. Why? Would you also would you pull on up wall? You could still eat match not. Yeah, you could also eat the marsh cat as well. In pain. Like, how much pain do they feel? Like, the trolley will kill you pretty much instantly. I doubt they would feel that much less pain as the other person or something. Like, that's pretty much an instant death. Like, you get beheaded here, right? From the wheels, right? You will immediately get beheaded if you look their head. Oh no, a trolling is heading toward 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person who is accidentally tripped on track and stuff. What do you do? That is also easy. One, like, 5 choose to die. You could save them today, but will possibly kill them tomorrow. It will not guarantee that they will live the next day. If the next time you're not looking, yes, they might kill. So, of course, I do not pull the lever. Those guys who got saved better live their lives to the fullest. Gotta be worth something. Those 5 idiots at there, you would try everything to save a suicidal person, but I wouldn't do that of the risk. Like, if I have to choose between a person or per people that decide to make suicide and one that accidentally is about to die accidentally. In life, you make horrible decisions, and sometimes if you have made a horrible decision, there's no turning back. And that's just a harsh life. You cannot change this fact. And even though it sounds brutal, if you make a horrible decision, sometimes it's then your fault. You gotta live with it. Or in that case, you can't live with it. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. The liver just speeds up. Wait. Oh no, the trolley is heading towards 5 people. The liver just speeds up the trolley, which make it less painful. What do you do? Yeah, I pull the lever. I think I pull the lever. Like, if I would have the time, I would ask them if I should pull the lever. Like, that's a problem. This is like a problem that doesn't make sense. The trolley is pretty fast. It will not make it much less painful. Like, it would be still pretty much instant, right? Theoretically, we need to assume that it makes it less painful, but in theory, it wouldn't be much different. So, this one is rough, because then you could actually be like a murder, right? I would do nothing, because it wouldn't be much less painful. Only... Damn. I think, like, it would still, like, even if it would be less painful, you would be now considered a murder. This is a very interesting thought experiment, yes. Like, this one I would have, honestly, I wouldn't do anything, because it makes you a murderer. It will destroy your own life, because people in the courtroom, I assume you will be counted liable, right? Even though you did it for a good merit, right? You want to do it for a good reason, right? Your lawyer will not be able to protect you from that. You pulled the lever that made it even faster, so that less chance. They would probably argue, oh, there was, if they had more time, they might have actually been able to loosen the rope. And so because of that, you would be, yeah. If you've seen Fate's Recruits who does it, this but with a boat. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was a good decision. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 1 guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track. But then your Amazon package will be late. What the fuck? Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 1 guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track. But then your Amazon package will be late. That is wild. If that is not... If this is not above 95%, I am generally losing hope for mankind. 80... Oh. That's rough. Oh man. Really? Like, fuck the Amazon package. Like, honestly. Like, what I said in the beginning of streaming, right? If I ever make enough money with streaming, like, I would give myself a cap with the amount of money I'm allowed to earn each month, and the rest would be donated to charity. That is what I said, like, when I first started streaming. If I were to, like, have a job, right? And can live a decent life, and I have excess money that I'm not planning to use anytime soon, I wouldn't have a problem saying, like, oh yeah, every month we're gonna at least do $100 to $200. We can donate to charity or something. I would have no problem with that. Oh no, a troll is heading towards your best friend. You can pull a lever to divert into the track, killing 5 strangers instead of what you do. That depends on the best friend you have, right? I would, like, if I were in the same situation, I would expect my, like, I would do now what I would expect, like, if I were tired, what I hope my best friend would do. And because I'm the kind of person, I would probably want that he does this. This is because, I don't know. Like, if I were tired on the track and I would, with full knowledge, know that my friend killed 5 people to save my life, I don't know. I don't know. First of all, he has to live with the thought of, like, he killed 5 lives. That can destroy a man. Like, really. Just only having one person killed in life can you destroy everything, your mental, everything. So, if I can scream at my friend, hey, just, it's fine, I had a good run. I think that's way more safe for his own mentality than, yeah. Cesith is like here to go but horny. What do you mean? Oh no, if it's a woman or a man, I'm fucked. I am horny, yes I am. On where troll is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At last, that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and can't see that well. What do you do? Like, even then, if you truly why would it change your first opinion, right? You're not so sure about it anymore, but, like, you're pretty sure about it, right? You think. It says you think, right? That's what you think is happening. You would pull the lever, right? Because you're pretty sure this is what it is. Now I killed 5, right? I don't know. It's still 1. So, it's good. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert it to the track, killing 3 of your second cousin instead. I don't even know if I have second cousins. But I would do nothing. I'm as close. I don't even know if I have second cousins. I don't know what a second cousin is. I value, like, each family member has, let's just say, about the same birth. Doesn't matter how much I like them or not, so it's good. I don't have much contact with my cousins or anything. So it's fine. Level 15, H. On which trolley is heading towards 5 elderly people, you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby instead. What do you do? Whew. Oh, that's hard. I guess I will kill the elderly. For me, it's the elderly. I do nothing. I'm just thinking, the elderly would probably also say, like, oh yeah, they had a good run. Yo, fuck that baby. Those other people have lived long enough, yeah. They, like, if you get to the age that you are above 60, right, you should be more than grateful in life. Not everyone makes it to 60 or, like, to get into the elderly stage. So if you get there, you should be very, very, very happy. Like, you shouldn't be too greedy and expect to even live longer than that. If I make it to 50, I'm happy as fuck, man. If I can still, like, with no arms lost, nothing, everything's fine, I don't have any body pain. If I make it to 50, I think that's a pretty wild run. Like, that's a good score. Oh no, a trolley is Oh no, a trolley is barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull a lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. Do nothing. Clones are clones. You can, like, they're made out of out of not human flesh and anything. You can just produce them again if you're clones, right? 88% of... how is this the one that people agree with me, agree the most? Let's just give me an MP5 Irish and I'll pass on contently. Yeah, this one didn't make much sense. Oh, now we're going with the gacha. Oh, the gacha. Oh no, a trolley's heading towards a mystery box. You don't have to make it a mystery box. It's not gonna be like, oh, get me the 10 kill. Oh, 10% chance. Oh no. A trolley's heading towards a mystery box with 50% chance of containing 2 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track and hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people instead. What do you do? Assuming this only happens once, right? We're gonna pull the lever. Gotcha time. To see if how many more in the are there. I don't know. I've never done that. On my trolley is heading towards 5 sentient robots. You can pull a lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human. What exactly is a sentient robot? Is this like a robot from the old age, from the old times? I can imagine, like, assuming there were robots 4,000 years ago. Then, yeah. It's 2B. Human robotic. Like, it depends. Like, if they're like 4,000 years old and were just discovered, right? That would be insane for the human history. That would be wild. And maybe with that knowledge you get from there, you could maybe find solutions to also like sicknesses and other things that happened there. Like, a robot that lives like human, but they aren't living, so fuck them. Oh yeah, good then. Very good. I felt like sentient means like they're in the ancient times. Fuck to be then. On a trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys with... oh god, this is gonna be a hard one. On a trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys worth 900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to the track, hitting 1 empty trolley with 300,000. What? Huh? What's the... of course you pull the lever, right? Like, that makes... minus 7 cents. This makes minus 7. Like, I felt like one has, like, people in there. Money is less worth has less worth than people. That's how I live life. I know a trolley is releasing 100 kilogram of carbon dioxide, 100 k of carbon dioxide per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a brick wall, and decommissioning the trolley. What do you do? If this trolley gets commissioned, another one will replace it, right? So you obviously do nothing, because that will just get replaced, and then you have to need to build a new one, which will even produce more carbon dioxide. It will only be for a few days where it is not operating, so the production and everything will be way worse. Oh no, you're reincarnated by... wait. Oh no, you are reincarnated by being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trial from what you do. This is a wild question, but so dumb. Oh no, you're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trial problem. What do you do? So if you do nothing, you get just written over 5 times. I pull the lever and get written over 1 time. So, of course you pull the lever. like what the fuck? I don't want to die 5 times in a row. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards nothing, but you kinda want to prank the trolley driver. What do you do? Nothing. You can get arrested for this. And you never know, maybe behind the tracks what you don't see is something there. I was gonna say this isn't Lostbelt, but it kind of is. It just got a vision upgrade. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who litters instead. What do you think? I mean, litters is not bad of a crime. But if it's cited as like a good citizen, and I can believe this right, then I'm pulling the lever. So better have someone that doesn't litter than litter. Oh no, due to construction, a trolley is stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode, and if you don't, the trolley and its passenger will go in circles for eternity. What do you do? Okay, that's a hard one. That's a hard... ooh. Shit. Now, that is rough. suffering for eternity. Like, assuming they will not starve to death, right? It will go in circles for eternity, right? So they can starve to death, assumingly. So I can give them a painless death or a painful death. Tell them to get the fuck off. You're destroying it. I don't know. Don't pull and cough. Like, that's not an option. Assuming they would actually go on for eternity, right? If I were in the train. Calvin, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing fine. So, we pull the liver. Nah, we're not. Like, if I'm in the thing, right? And I would know it's closed, the doors are closed, I will never be able to escape, and they would go on for hundreds of upon hundreds. Oh no. Let's just assume I would have to starve to death. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything. Mainly because I would hope that maybe something magical will happen. Like, if I could starve to death in there, which I'm assuming you can starve to death, then at least I have at least some thread of hope that I can go out of there living. Oh no, a troll is heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever, divert the troll and save them, or you can do nothing. No one will ever know what you do. Pull the lever. Like, there's no person. The person I like the least, I would still save their life. Like, there's not really an enemy I have. I don't have anyone I would say deserves to kill. I've never met a person that I would say deserves to be dead. So I'm good there. Oh no, a troll is heading towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years. And you can pull the... Wait. Oh no, a troll is heading towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years. You can pull the lever to divert the troll and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years. Of course I'm gonna pull the lever. Because if not, the 90-year-old person only get 80. Instead of like the other only lives 30 years old. I think that's a sacrifice they can do. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future. To kill 5 people in 100 years from now. So, you always have to think very far ahead, right? I would divert it to the future. Because, first of all, I would get imprisoned as well. Because I would be a murderer if I would murder these 5 people. So I can live 100 years without not having to worry about that. Plus, they might have a chance in the future to resurrect dead people. So, because there's a higher likelihood that they have something to save their dead lives, right? It's fine, right? It makes sense, right? Oh no, a trolley probably is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? That's like, do you believe you have a choice in life? I could pull out my penis right now on Twitch. I could do that. There's nothing stopping me from this. I think I always have a choice. And because, yes, I have a choice. Congratulations, you have solved philosophy. Kill count 64. Is this good? I've only killed 64 people. That's a good score, I guess. Like, the lower the better, right? I assume the 5 people I stole alive from, like lifetime. Probably we're counting this as well. Damn, so close to 69, yeah. Should have gotten the 5 there. Should have I one time killed 5. That's fun. So, that was good Lostbelt. Love Lostbelt. Quite eye-opening Lostbelt that I have here. So, since I promised Peru I would be using their unit as well one time, we're not playing that stage right now because there's only reading, and I am about to end the stream very soon. So, we are gonna go for... We have no stage. So, what do you usually farm here, right? Right now, there's no stage I would have to beat, besides like the lore stage. So I'll probably go into Chaldea, right? And just grind something here. I don't like Caster. I assume I would need Berserker, man. Is there nothing else in Chaldea I can do? Yeah, I gotta go with it. We're gonna go for the caster. I have many casters. So what do you think about the trolley problem? I think that's actually kinda an interesting one. Like, I think it's in general very interesting. But it's very hard to not sound like a hypocrite. There's like one, like, I don't want to say it, but like, if I could make one thing in my stream content, right? If I could make the decision to never play gacha games ever again, but have this one thing as my main stream content, I would do it. Because I love streaming and I love talking with people. I never said this to anyone, but this is something I've thought of many times. If I were asked to have this as my main stream content and never be able to do anything else, but I'm actually making a lot of money from it, I would do it. So, I didn't think I would ever say this. Like, stream content, I would enjoy doing a lot. This sounds so dumb and so bad and so much like a hypocrite, but it's so true. Why is she first? What is this team? Should I say this? I don't know if I should. Picking up trash in Japan. That would be, if I can make this my mainstream content, I would do it. It sounds so dumb, but imagine. You can have like a normal work time, right? Or like 4 hours a day, right? All you do is you go around beautiful Japan. You have like your thing to pick up trash, right? And you have your Twitch chat you talk with, right? It sounds so dumb, but imagine how cool that job would be. When you enjoy talking with us, that sounds so sweet. Also, picking up trash is making you money. Like, I feel like you're doing something good to society. Like, this would allow me to live in Japan. And, for me, I don't freaking give a shit what there is in the background. Like, I can play games, I can jerk off, I can play music, whatever. The most fun thing about streaming is just talking, right? And so when I'm talking, might as well do something nice. And so I could really see myself that I would enjoy just picking up trash in Japan. Go around Japan, like, all I do is like walk in a direction, pick up trash for 4 hours, stay in another hostel or something, pick up trash again, talk with you every day. I feel like that is such a... Wouldn't that be fun? Like, imagine that's your job. Like, you do something for good, but you still have like your own game. Like, as... I know this sounds very hypocritical, but I generally feel like this is something I'd enjoy. Oh, you're so sweet. We love you, Steve. You're a great guy and amazing. I appreciate that. I mean, in the end, I'm just a dude in the internet. As until I've done it, you shouldn't believe it. Like, you shouldn't believe I would actually do it. So, the day I will actually be in Japan and you see a stream me picking up trash, is the day you know I'm not the man just talking random shit. I hope the day would come eventually, but first, figuring out how to live stream in Japan is a task in its own. So why don't you do it until now? Because I don't know how to live stream in Japan. Like, how the frick do you do it? You need a camera, right? You need a very good Wi-Fi connection, and you need a lot of equipment as well. So it's kind of difficult. I was like, by the way, I was thinking, it sounds stupid, never mind. What I want to say, but like, I could see myself doing it eventually. Next time I'm in Japan, we can really talk about it. You may be a dude on the internet, but you were the dude that made me talk in chat more than I ever did. Hey, that's because it's the truth, your opinions, and I hate Mecha, right? Your pride was in the way. You had to defend it, right? When you just watch a random dude trashing on Mecha in space, you just have to stand your ground, right? But yes. But like, one question to you. The Dr. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You would do it as well, right? You have the choice. Quitting your job or picking up in Japan trash with 10,000s of Twitch viewers watching you, donating you money. And your job is for just 4 hours a day. Pick up trash. And you can decide where you walk to. You just walk in a direction, and wherever you see trash, you gotta pick it up. That's your task. Would you do it? Most of you would, right? And the reason why I say something so a job humble as this one is like, in the end, being rich is not fun if you don't have an activity you have to do. And so, it must be an activity that you not get, or how is it? It must be an activity, right? That you can do every day. And to become you become trash, Mr. Trash. I can see that. Most of you would quit their job for this as like being a streamer and decide picking up trash. You have like the stick which can pick up the trash, so you don't even have to duck yourself, right? So this is an absolute win-win. Wait, what kind of unit did I use? But I didn't even realize what kind of unit did I use. I didn't pay attention. No! I just used something. Picking up trash, since you get money from it, stream and doing, they can also be an actual job you work at. Yeah, that is something. Like, if I can decide right now what my main content is, and it would be safe, right? And they could do it for multiple years, I would go for the picking up trash thing, because this would allow me to also stay in Japan. I don't know. I can't imagine of like many other jobs that would allow me to stay in Japan. It says Alzheimer is kicking in. I've had terrible Alzheimer. Chess is different every day. Good content. It's like you see every day a new landscape as well, right? Yeah, Leslie Derpy. Appreciate you for joining in. Thanks so much for the follow. But like, you get to see a new landscape every day. You see the beauty of Japan. You pick up trash. Many people say like, oh, you do that? Oh, that's so cool. Like, people are grateful. You get money from it. And you get to see the landscape and the beauty of the country you love the most. At least for me. I see this as like one of the biggest wins. You have not a boss that pressures you. You can still like do whatever you want. You can get like something nice to eat and eat it like on the way you're working. I see this like that's an absolute win. I thought about this many times. This is not something that came out of nowhere. I was thinking about this as making this my content. Now that I said it, I'm afraid someone actually comes beforehand and does this and actually is successful with it. But then if that happens, you know where the original idea is from. Just so you know. And maybe I can try this as well. I wouldn't do it for any other country. Fuck Switzerland, fuck any other country as well. I would only do it that shop for Japan. Because I'm so in love with the country and the people. Anyway. I would say for today this is about the stream. I fucked up for breaking Kerwood's friend support. I'm so sorry. I was talking out of like I was just talking and completely autopilot everything. So sorry. I would, but like I have no AP. I don't know where I get 5 AP. Wait. We can do it. We can do it. You know what? I promised it. We're not like this. Main record, there's Furuki, right? That costs 4. I think the bone steak costs 4, right? It was like C, right? With this one. And so this one needs to be silver. Something with silver. Silver wing, I guess. If I am not wrong. Silver wing, right? That should be what we want. I don't know why my team changed, by the way. I am very confused why this happened. What is this? Ooh. Increase the amount of Mystic be gained by 50 when the quest is cleared. When the quest is complete, increase the amount of Mystic. Ooh. Okay. Well, I can't really do anything about the team right now. Let's just go to that. Frank. Oh, Frank Coates! Good that you say it as well. Odilang, how could I betray you like this? How could I? I will give the Frank code as well. We're not scamming like this right now. I was way too invested into the conversation we had. Way too invested. It was... I love just shedding like this. You know it. Like, I said it many times. I really don't care about that much what is in the background. I could play anything. The most fun thing about the job streaming is that you can just like talk with people. It's pretty much... Probably many content creators have said this before. Streaming is like going to therapy, right? The same goes for podcasts. I've done a podcast before. Just being able to talk with people and having conversation. Because you're not having that in your everyday life. Being able to do that and just have interest to start streaming, this is probably like how I would recommend it for you to start doing it. So your name is Onilang, perfect. Same name as in Twitch chat. That's the best how it can be. It's very difficult when like many people have very different names in Discord, in Twitch, and in the game. That like all different names, and you're like, they're like, I have to remember all 4 names. I'm struggling with one, you know. So it's sometimes very difficult. So seeing someone, like, having the same name ever is so convenient. This is strong internet first before stuff. Yes, strong internet is also very important. Yes. Just send out Hokusei and all. What is Hokusei? Well, my FGO name is similar to my Twitch, Umbreon22. It's just... It is, yeah, it's... 2 names is one thing. I can live with 2 names. Most people have 2 names. Most people are not called on Discord what they're called on Twitch. But when there's like Twitch, Discord, and the game, it's too much. Like, there you lose me. So then you just have to stop expecting me to know what all your usernames are. Especially as a streamer, you get to know so many people. Like when I stream Arknights, I have an entirely different audience than when I stream FGO. And so it's kind of difficult to remember all of the people there. I used to stream to over 100 people multiple times, right? So I remember many of the names, but of course I don't remember all of the names. Hokusei is a server. Anyway, we're doing the polls now. Hokusei, is she in the banner as well? I'm General Christian Enthusiast on Discord. Okay. So, I would say we're gonna keep it simple. And we're going with... We're gonna go with the last 2 Edish. We're sadly not getting to the bonus, but that's fine. 2 pulls and a dream. That is Irish. It's not looking too great, but it's fine. It could happen that we get lucky. It could happen that we actually pull something good. Before we've only gotten trash. And so we will continue our streak of only getting trash. But you cannot give up before you have truly pulled the last pull. And then you can give up and cry in sadness. But Arash, I think you have a good design. Someone said best Rin face. I disagree. It's a good one. Not the best. So Arash, you have betrayed me once more. Fuck you. Said 9 pulls and no Arash. This banner is entirely just a scam. But with that, we are rating someone. All of you, we had very, very deep discussion in the stream today. I still hope it was at least somewhat entertaining. You got to learn me now a bit better of what kind of person I am. I hope it was enjoyable at last. And we're gonna rate someone that is hopefully playing FGO. I try to not always the same people over and over again. And there I see someone having like speedrunning in the title. Might as well, speedrunning sounds English to me. I hope they are from an English-speaking country. It looks English. They have quite a lot of following. So let's just hope the best. That they have like some good content. So make sure to say hello. But with that, to all of you, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate that. Hope you were at least in some way entertained. And with that said, arigato gozaimasu. You guys are amazing. And I would say, have a nice one. And bye-bye, Samasai. Have a good one. And see ya.